Hello, everybody. This is the what is this called?
This is the Forge.
Aha!
3 episodes in.
Yeah, I
How do
know.
you not know the name of things?
Aha! I got them to talk. Aha!
Help me.
All right. So this is Knives, and
This is Jax.
This is Seneca.
And our new friend.
Casey, hi!
with a special guest star of who's there with you?
It's my dog, who's currently sitting on the couch, chilling,
I'm gonna chase this
like
cat.
a villain.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait. What was that?
Right. So we're all together except for Casey. She's off in our apartment with her dog, but we're all together in the living room, and he's catching animals. So leave the animals go.
No.
He's
Maybe I should have introduced myself as Cosmier. Most people know me as that, but oh well.
Roar, all of the cosplay friends. Roar!
I'm gonna get back.
That's the Midwest, let's go.
Well, so since you've been ranting about this extensively for like 15 minutes, what are you going to talk about first?
I'm gonna talk about, and apparently me and Casey are about to have like a street fight over this.
Bring it, let's go!
The film The Wind Rises just got nominated for a film Oscar, or animated film Oscar.
Ooh.
A lot of people pay attention to the Oscars. I don't unless a name I like pops up. People that know me know I love Miyazaki with a burning passion of 1,000 Suns.
He has made some good things in the past.
Well, yes.
He finally is not. He's coming out of retirement again.
People will not let him retire. They're going to pull him out of the ground and make him direct a film.
They're just gonna pull his brain out of his head when he dies and stick it in someone else's head. You can't die. You're too important to the industry.
Exactly. Like, you can never die. But yeah, it's going up against some pretty decent movies.
Frozen.
You what?
Talking Disney smack around here.
I'll talk to Disney smack. No. It's going up against The Croods, Despicable Me 2, Ernest and Celestine, which I just heard about today, and like the number one contender, Frozen.
Who already won like the Academy Award or whatever, that Golden Globe or whatever it was, like last week. By the way, wink wink.
You know what? You won by a hair. No, but yeah, it did win the Golden Globe, but barely, in my own personal opinion. But anyway, The Wind Rises won Best Animated Film from the New York Film Circle, and yeah, I personally say it's going to be interesting. I will actually pay attention to the Oscars because I love Frozen and I love The Wind Rises. So this is going to be a grudge match for me.
What is it? I think the thing that gets me is the animation that just gets crazy good over the years. Like you watched, like, what was it, Rapunzel's animation for the hair, and then this time
Tangled.
Tangled, yeah, Tangled. And this time you see the test renderings for the snow and what they had to do to make it look realistic. Oh, it's insane! It's so crazy.
Well, the fact that, like, I mean, I don't know if you guys saw the movie in 3D, because if you didn't, you're stupid. But the movie in 3D was absolutely phenomenal. It was gorgeous. Like, I thought I was sitting in the movie. Like, it was absolutely amazing. And it's been my first favorite Disney movie in a long time, so I'm excited.
Oh, man.
Well, Miyazaki's film, it's Miyazaki. There's no changing Miyazaki. There's such a classic feel to this movie. The score is beautiful. I mean, again, there's really no other way to describe it. It's Miyazaki. If you haven't seen a Miyazaki film, please treat yourself.
Yeah, I'm the really bad anime fan that still hasn't seen one.
Wait, you haven't seen any of them?
I have not. I keep on like telling myself
any of
to.
them?
No. I think I watched a portion of Spirited Away.
I kind of like loan them out to you.
So here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna duct tape you to a chair and make you watch Kiki's Delivery Service.
Oh, all right.
Like,
Nausicaa.
come on, yeah. It's okay. I like the style and the character design and like how they actually write the characters as a person, which is kind of a rare thing these days, or well, to a degree. But the one thing I don't like about his films is if they're not whimsical children kind of stories, they are we're destroying the planet stories, basically. Like,
Woo!
post-apocalyptic, hey, we're dealing with humanity's destruction, or we're in the midst of dealing with humanity's destruction. There's a couple, yeah. You look into those histories, and then
I mean,
typically the humans are like total assholes, and they're responsible for all the shit that goes down.
Princess Mononoke.
They're just going on a list of shit that I've gotta watch.
Okay.
Goes to a different world.
Yeah.
I'm just a Disney
question.
child. Like I am addicted to Disney. Like Disney is my life. I love Disney.
It's a different feel, I suppose, than you would.
Yeah.
It is.
I went as far. Well, I went as far as to
He
order the limited edition Elsa and Anna dolls because I really wanted them because this movie was so good. So.
Oh, man.
Which are gonna be.
According to the sales, didn't it sell out in like 2 minutes?
Yep.
No, I took like an hour. My boss was awesome and let me disappear from work for like an hour so that I could sit outside Disney for an hour and wait because they all the Disney stores had a couple of them that they would sell in store, and so I got my dolls that way. So
how much were those?
They were 100 each.
Oh my god! Is that?
I mean, if you think about it, if you're buying like a Figma, or not a Figma, but if you're buying like a 1/7 scale figure, like if you're getting one of the really good ones from like Good Smile or something, those are going to be like $150 anyway.
Wow.
And I mean, the Disney ones are actually limited edition, world collectible, like 5,000 in the world kind of things too. So I figure, worst comes to worst, and like somehow I, don't want them anymore, which probably isn't ever going to happen. I mean, I could, just sell them to another collectible, like a collector for the same amount or whatever, and I'm not going to lose my money on it. Like, it's going to retain its value, assuming that I never take it out of the box, and so whatever.
Artificial rarity. Roar. Roar. Oh well. Let's see. What's next? I guess we're gonna do the Final Fantasy thing.
Stop putting me on the spot.
Well, I'll do my link because I have god dresses.
Well, your god dresses are awesome.
Yeah, they're god dresses. So.
Yeah, let's do some back and forth.
So in the link in the description are 4 god dresses, and they're from the Chinese gods, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what these things are made of. I can't figure it out. I've been looking at these pictures for like 3 days. And it's like paper, or it looks like marble.
It's magic. Secretly, they came from Harry Potter.
I think.
It looks like vinyl and 3D printing.
3D. Oh, goddamn, you're 3D printing.
Dang it, 3D printing.
I mean, part of it almost.
Now.
Some of it even looks like it's like Wonderflex or maybe like Warbler in a
It's
sense.
super finished and smooth like marble. Oh my god.
Yeah, it is, but it's just like getting the curves like it is. It reminds me a little bit of Warbler for some reason.
3D printed though.
Yeah, that.
Oh man.
But I didn't even think of that. It might be Warbler in some parts.
Just because of how flexible the material is,
well,
at least what I
they're
would see.
flexible.
Well, I mean, in terms of the curves, like how they're actually getting the curves to stay the way they are,
Yeah. Warbler
and just yeah.
Okay, the number 3 one. Can someone just make that into male armor and I will wear it every day as a business suit?
Is that the Phoenix God? I think that's my favorite too. Yes. Oh my god.
I kind of want that as.
I'm trying to figure out which number you're talking about because I opened these up in like the
one
wrong.
that's got the 2 dealies coming up from the shoulder. It's kind of symmetrical.
Oh yeah, that
That's
one.
my
Gotcha.
favorite, too. Is that the big peacock?
No, I like the dragon one. The dragon one with like the gorgeous skirt thing that just like winds around in all sorts of ways that doesn't seem to make any sense whatsoever.
Damn you,
Oh,
3D
yeah.
printing, getting into dresses. What? It's gonna infest the world. I want a 3D printer. Actually, I'm really close to getting a 3D printer. I'm so close.
That would be expensive.
No, I got one that's like very good for $1,200.
That's still expensive.
You spent $100 on a doll. Don't talk to me about it.
Oh,
That can print you a doll.
Oh, well,
yeah. No, damn. Now that I think about it, yeah. I mean, I've spent.
I couldn't make you like a bunch of those dolls for like $10 a pop at this point.
I guess I spent like half of what you spent on a printer on the figure collection I have. So
Wait. Oh, wait. Collection. Did you pick up like 6 of those dolls?
No. I mean, I have a figure like my Hatsune Miku figures, like my Good Smile Company figures, etc.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because those aren't exactly cheap either. So, I mean, I've got like a miniature figure collection, and then I got these 2 dolls. I was going to get another Disney doll, but that was going to be like $250, and I was like, no, not that big.
Save your money.
Save your money.
Right,
Oh,
save my money and whatever portion of my soul I still have.
Oh
You
man.
have those still?
Right?
I thought I sold mine to the conflict gods
You have
already.
to eat them to renew it.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
man.
like bad.
What is it?
Feel bad.
But I love that. Well, I would love to see this in real life. Obviously, there's a runway, so you can't, get on a bus with these things. But
Well,
Did
you
try?
could. Well, you could be the guy that like stole that dress from that one Japanese guy's collection when he was like chilling, and then decided to try to sell it at a pawn shop.
oh, I want to wear something like that, but I have no boobs.
You change that with your 3D printer.
Well, we'll see how that
Just
goes.
staple them to your chest. You'll be good.
What is it? But I love how they're so outlandish. They look amazing, and I wonder, like, I wish I knew I could talk to the models and ask them how it is to wear such a thing.
Probably
Like
Learn
heavy.
Mandarin.
heavy and uncomfortable. What is it? I can't even really figure out what it's made of, so I can't.
Like I said, learn Mandarin.
Huh?
Learn Mandarin.
Mandarin. Oh, is
Hey,
it?
I know Mandarin, so hey, I could totally talk to these models and we'd be good to go.
See, she knows Mandarin. I know old dead languages that don't matter. We can make this work for you.
Oh man, I'll do more research and try to figure out what they're actually made of, rather than the designer or whatever the case is. Because I figured that out. I just
Maybe you
can't
could
pronounce
Google
it
the
because
designer.
I can't pronounce the name of the designer.
I can you could send it to me, and I'm sure I could.
That'll take a long time. Well, it'll take like a minute and a half, but I'm sure if we just went and drag. Actually, can I talk through this while I do it? I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Can we talk while typing? Nah.
Yeah.
Or
Let
snap
me see.
through.
Let me see. Copy image, and then I'll drag it into Google Images and see where it pulls me, because I long moved the tab it was originally in. Boop.
But yeah. So while you do that,
Yeah, you do that. Talk about your thing.
okay.
Final Fantasy.
Yes. So, have you guys heard about the fact that Final Fantasy VI is getting a remake for the Android?
Nope.
Okay. It's getting a lot of weird hype from the Final Fantasy community. Again, I've avoided this community since 7, but I play 6 like a religion right now, and I've been replaying this and Pony Fantasy 6 because Twin Time Philosophy caught my attention.
Oh my god,
It makes me laugh. But anyway, yeah, a lot of people aren't liking it because of the new updates to the animations and stuff that they're doing. I like it. I mean, yeah, it's in the docs. Did you link the docs?
What did I link? What I link?
The show doc.
Yeah. I have the article. I think it's like a.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that link. Bam.
Yeah, pretty much. I like it. The stuff that they're doing with it. All they're doing is sharpening up the animation and the graphics and everything for the phone.
Yeah.
But there are a few things that I personally find confusing, like the fact that there was a lot of 3D movement and all that jazz. But I mean, graphics and animation have updated so much that I have no idea what a phone can take anymore. I could probably play frickin' Grand Theft Auto 5 on my phone and not realize it. But, yeah.
Well,
So
yeah.
it looks like that name is Xiu Ming Ho, like Haute Couture, I imagine is what the second half of it is. But yeah, the designer's name is Xiu Ming.
Yeah, I'll keep looking at it a few tries, but I have noticed that. Well, maybe it's just because I have so much influence with Jax now. He's sending me a bunch of crap. There's a bunch of Final Fantasy VI mods that are great. Bro, you could not escape that, Jax. We heard it all.
I tried!
Oh, but I did look at. It's a Fashion Week in China, Day 8. Apparently, I don't know. It was last year. But there are.
No, it was 2 years ago, evidently,
Was
because
there-
apparently it happened in November 1st, 2012.
Oh, it did? It was for. Why'd they call it 13? Lie!
Because they're silly. Oh my god, look at these dresses. I'm chatting them to you right now. Oh my god.
Yeah.
They're green.
Wait, green?
There's green on them.
Okay, I'm gonna have to include this link. Yeah.
You-
Oh, they're
yeah.
like jade. They look like.
Yeah, they're like jade. They're I'm dying for these dresses
I
right
gotta
now.
figure out what the fuck they're made from.
I'm dying. I don't know what they're made out of, and I'm trying to figure that out now too.
Yeah, we'll work on that. There's no. All the places I go to, it doesn't say what they're made from. If someone's listening and they actually care enough about this, look it up. Try and find it. We'll be very happy if you tell us exactly what they're made from.
I'm hoping to like see like I'm looking on some like these places who are posting it on Tumblr, and I'm just like hoping that like one of the hashtags will be made from.
Oh yeah, I should use XKit.
Mold back up.
I usually do that. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, when I don't know what something is, I check the tag viewer in XKit, and somebody always knows.
Somewhat, yeah.
Someone always knows.
Someone on Tumblr knows, especially if it has over, like, if it's well in over 10,000 notes, somebody knows.
Yeah.
Mm,
So, like, I know the exact location.
Like,
There's
man,
nautical transgraphing exactly where it is.
like, I was backstage and I touched that dress and it's totally made out of. It's like,
Right?
there's always somebody on Tumblr.
the only thing I've read so far is bold designs and rich fabrics, which who knows if they're even fabrics.
Well, I mean, part of the dresses definitely are a bit of fabric, like the underlying white portions that aren't actually like scaly in quality.
And there's a bit
But-
of fluff and stuff.
I mean, there definitely seems to be like an incorporation of chiffon in some of these, like in some of the skirts and in some of the other like things where it's really really flowy,
Mm-hmm.
or at least like it's either chiffon or organza, just depending on which dress it is. But at least I think, maybe I'm wrong. I mean,
Oh, well, back to the Final Fantasy VI. I was actually thinking about playing it again because I didn't get very far into it because I started at Final Fantasy 9, I think. No. Yeah, 9. I started at 9, so I missed the apparent heyday, according to fans, of Final Fantasy, which is 6 and 7.
I didn't like it, but I do agree.
Yeah,
It
people,
was one of the better days.
7 was the most mainstream. It's what got a lot of people into Final Fantasy. That was definitely the first one I played, only because it came free with the PlayStation I bought at a hot shop. It was like literally the first PlayStation game I ever played.
my first and my last Final Fantasy game was 10-2.
Oh,
Oh, I literally threw that one out a window.
it was a lot of fun if you were a
Poor life
cosplayer, though.
choices. No.
It was a giant cosplay game.
I know, that's why I liked it.
I hated it. 'Cause,
Well,
like,
the reason I started out with that one was because it was the only Final Fantasy game that was like $10 at Best Buy.
there you go.
All right.
For me, it was, I got 10 and 10 to,
Alright.
I think, top $20. So.
For those of you who don't know the premise of 10, Casey, maybe you didn't play 10, the premise of it is that she's a kind of
Wait, don't spoil the game for people. No,
I
it's
don't
like,
care, whatever, fuck them. It's been that game's so cool. Yeah. Anyway, is that she's like a caretaker, a reaper of souls that carries them on into the afterlife. So the whole thing is about moving on with your life despite loss. So, what do you do in the remake of the game? You go after the guy. You don't get over it. Like you're dead. You destroyed the premise. It's like because that was what caused all the evil in 10 was that people were bringing back souls and they weren't moving on with their lives or their afterlives or whatever the case may be, and it was creating all these monsters and bullshit. And then they're like, well, those people are bad, but for us, we want to bring back Titus because Titus is special for some reason. So that's what gets me about the whole thing with that, you know.
Right.
I think my first one was though Tactics, Final Fantasy Tactics.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
Dude, they need to bring out more of those.
that was too much like chess for
Did
me.
you,
and I'm
did you
terrible.
hear about the guy, like the game designer for Tactics, and how they're doing a Kickstarter to do a new game?
I would probably pay money for that.
Let me
Casey,
find...
give me a link and I'll put that in the show notes.
I can't remember which one of my friends posted about it, but
Oh.
they posted about kiss goodbye to your money and donate quickly, and I just remember that.
The story in that was one of the better stories of Final Fantasy. Like the plot between the political system and so on and so forth, and how there's like there's not heroes and stuff. There's like a hero you thought you were being a hero, but you know, it was more complicated than, hey, run down the corridor and we are actually the heroes, you know. Oh well, rah. I don't know. I really enjoyed the plot. Okay.
Hang on, I'm finding this. Well, you guys can keep talking. I'm
You
finding
guys
this link.
might not have noticed from the name of like the group, the Final Cast before, might be a little bit of fans of Final Fantasy, maybe just a little bit.
Also, here you go. Here, I'm chatting you the link via Skype right now. There you go.
All right.
Ooh, they've already gotten $354,000 to their goal.
They're halfway there already. When does it end? It ends
27 days from now.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's plenty of time. They must have started like recently.
Yeah, I think they started it this past week.
Yeah, jeez. Wait, what is this? Where is it going to be on? What platform is it going to be on?
Good question. Not sure.
Importance.
It's gonna be on the PC, probably.
Probably if they're doing a Kickstarter, because.
No. They're if they reach over their $600,000 funding goal, they will develop the game for PC, Mac, tablets, and Linux.
Oh, so it's not going to go to console. It's just going to be okay. That's fair enough.
I mean, that's fair.
Because like the licensing for Xbox One and PlayStation 4 would make that really, really difficult.
Yeah.
Learn the lesson of Skullgirls. That's what you describe it.
But I would be up for this.
But some of these like beginner graphics and things, like the initial graphics are pretty good. I mean, there's not very much, obviously, but like, I mean, I'm definitely interested to see what they do with it.
Oh man, I didn't really. What was it? Final Fantasy Tactics 2 and Final Fantasy. No. It was what was the remake for Final Fantasy Tactics?
Tactics Advance.
Oh yeah, Advance and Advance 2. I mean, I liked the gameplay, but the story wasn't as good. Yeah. It was mostly because of the premise. The kid was dropped down in the world, and he didn't have any real stake in the matter. I think he was just kind of trying to get home, as far as I remember. I don't know. It was still good gameplay. It was really good gameplay. What else is there? I think that covers our cool shit for this week. Yeah. Whoop whoop. All right. So what are we gonna do? Oh, we had to talk about conventions.
Should we talk about the thing?
Well.
The thing? What's the thing?
Casey, we have a panel for UShiCon. You should go to it.
You should go.
Is that the con that's at U Chicago? Like at the end of the month?
It's February 1st. Yep.
Okay, I was thinking about going. I don't know if I can get there transport-wise because it's kind of weird. But I might be going for a day.
It's only a one-day con anyway, so yay!
Oh, yay! I know the enthusiasts are going too. They're going to be doing some photo shoots over there. So holla!
Oh man, photographers I can't understand them very well.
And then I can go see Casey and be like, "Hi, I know you slightly," and then I can hug you and be all right.
Yeah, everything will be all right.
Yeah. You guys don't get to hang out? No, I guess you guys just never met up and.
Yeah, we've never met IRL.
No, I think we met.
You've at least been at the wedding, right?
I wasn't at the wedding. Remember?
No, damn it.
Yeah, I couldn't go to the wedding because I was at school, but I know Jackson's name, and I'm kind of sworn I've met you at some of the meetups here and there some odd years ago at this point.
I'm about to say, was I sober?
Yeah, that's debatable. I don't know. Half the people there I don't think were sober.
Let's ask the primary question of the day.
Was Jack sober? No? Okay.
If you don't remember, odds are you weren't.
Hey, let it be known, people, I am not an alcoholic.
He's a recovering alcoholic.
He's a social drinker.
I am a social blur.
Yeah, I don't think anyone here really drinks very much. Like,
No.
yeah.
I'm usually the designated driver, so if you want to drink at a party and you need a ride home,
I'll let you girl.
No, please don't, because then that means I have to get home at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
offers are limited.
There we go. That's like we're not
Offers
driving.
are limited. You must leave by 12. When the clock strikes midnight, get the fuck out.
Tap him. Anyway. So this weekend is a convention called Anime. Wait, no.
OhioCon. Ooh.
OhioCon.
Yes.
We were consider going, but it was very expensive, also far away. And
also bad weather, so probably shouldn't be going that far.
really, what's going on?
Well, I mean, we're gonna be hitting bad weather next week, so I mean, coming back from the bad weather is probably not gonna be a fun thing.
Well, yeah, I think we went there and it was just windy. It was super windy. Super
The
windy.
last time we went there, yeah.
Yeah.
We went there, I had better glaciers. That was magic.
I remember Seneca was having problems walking in the wind because it was powerful. She was being rolled over and stuff.
I had wings. It was not.
You were flying!
I really did. I was like hang glider kitty.
Oh man, yeah. I don't know.
Oh my god, the one thing I want to do before like the winter is over, I want to get started and finished on my Anna costume from Frozen, because I am going to cosplay Anna. I swear to God, I'm going to do it. And I just don't know which version I want to do yet. But I will do it, and I will finish it before the snow goes away. Or so help me God, Elsa's coming back and giving me snow.
You will do the best version.
Which one is that? For Anna?
I don't know.
Well, there was a gorgeous steampunk concept that someone posted, or not steampunk, sorry, Lolita concept that someone posted that I saw last week, and it was gorgeous. So I'm kind of torn between doing the Lolita version that someone drew, or if I'm gonna do the original Frozen, like the winter dress she has when she goes to chase Elsa or whatever.
I don't know. I've only seen what Tumblr has told me, and told me things I don't want to know.
Dun dun dun.
I don't know.
What has been seen on Tumblr cannot be unseen.
Which reminds me, I actually should be on Tumblr eventually.
You should get on, just for like reference of what's going on with the cosplay community, because the people on Tumblr post crap about themselves constantly. So I mean, if you want to see what people are doing, that's great. And I probably would not have seen like a quarter of what I know about now if I don't look at people on Tumblr and see what they're doing.
A friend of mine posted her. She did a gorgeous Elsa costume. You might know her, Alendrio. Her real
yeah.
Yeah, you guys know her.
Yeah.
She posted.
Famous. I think Chris made what'd you make those daggers for?
Yeah, I made ice daggers for her.
Yeah. So like she posted her Elsa costume like last week or 2 weeks ago when she finished it, and she had like 10,000 reblogs on Tumblr like within a day of posting it.
Yeah, that's how Tumblr does.
Right?
Costume. Oh. I also did the realistic dagger for her. If you guys are looking at my videos, the realistic dagger was for the same person. Raw. I don't know what she's gonna do with that. Actually, I forget. She's got a lot of.
She's gonna kill people with it. I'm kidding. That'd be bad.
You're gonna sit on top of a building and throw them at the people.
You don't do that, Jack.
Jack,
That's what you do, Jack. That's why you get arrested.
I don't get arrested often.
I know. It's just not.
I don't get caught. There's a difference.
My doggy is whining. I think he wants to go out.
Oh, okay. Well, actually, it's about time for us to take a break. You guys want to take a break and get some water and clear your throats?
I may not be back for the rest of the show because I have to go to a meeting and I have to start getting dressed.
Ah, okay.
Oh, does that mean you're not dressed right now, Seneca? Oh, baby.
Jax is getting a nice.
I am
preview.
dressed, but I'm dressed like a bum.
You're just like me every day.
I'm wearing sweatpants.
Just like a bum. Jackson just looks
That's why I wear them.
Might be wanting to go for a WALK, and
Alright.
those take us half an hour to 1 hour.
Alright. Wait, they take an hour, half an hour. Oh, well, we'll come back after these commercial messages. Raw!
Alright.
Are you a badass with a cold shoulder? Come to Slag Shoulder Lily Emporium. We have all kinds of lollies for you to choose from. We got big lollies, small lollies, lollies. Yeah, guys, that's the thing. We have so many lollies for you to choose from. We are having a sale this week. Buy one, get two free. To make your badass enough to handle more than one, come to Slag Shoulder Lily Emporium off the corner of Sunset and Never.
Alright. So we are doing a funky setup right now. There might be a little hiss, but that's what we have because of stuff, and we're trying to make sure everyone's heard. Right, Jax? You hear Jax good?
I hear Jack's alright.
Alright, that's great. Hopefully. I think he's probably a little quieter, but we're doing piggybackings. Alright.
The cat just knocked over.
Grah, cat, you will be destroyed!
Please don't destroy Cat, that's sad.
Grah. Oh man. Listen, Ohio Cons this weekend, I want to say that I wanted to go. No monies. That's sad.
I wanted to go too, but yeah, no. I'm getting my wisdom teeth pulled next week, so
Not happening.
no monies.
You're like a thingy for a convention. What convention are you a thingy for?
I used to be the department head of special events and volunteering and promotions for Anime World Expos, which they did the Chicago show I think 2 years ago, and then they did Chicago and Indianapolis.
Mm-hmm.
So I was the DH of those departments for a while, so that was fun.
Okay, and then you dropped out or something happened?
Well, I mean, I got another job with Epic Cosplay, which I currently do still work part-time for. So I ended up having to step back from the department head work because I was doing the Epic Cosplay work. And then I got a full-time job, so...
Oh, you and your paying jobs.
So many jobs. Too many jobs.
Man.
Do all the jobs.
But the reason why I bring it up, because me and Jax, I told you we were doing the panel, right?
Right.
We were like, hey, maybe other conventions give badges in exchange for panel work, and maybe we can manage to make it to more conventions if we do that, and that would be fun. I don't know, but I don't know.
Some cons do it. I mean, each con has a differing opinion on how many hours of paneling you have to do for a badge, etc. I think ASEN has changed their rules in recent years. I don't remember. But I guess it all depends on the con themselves. You'd have to ask.
I seem to remember it being kind of like at least two panels if I remember correctly.
I believe it was actually 3 hours of content.
Ooh, oh, okay, 3 hours of content. I guess that's kind of fair, yeah. But I think there was one or two cons where I thought I was like, it was a lot of your convention.
Yeah.
ASEN has you work a lot of hours for volunteers and stuff like that. Oof.
Right.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've been going there for so long, I may as well, right?
Same.
Yeah. Oh well, we're looking into other conventions where we can pull it off, and hopefully, if this first one goes well, we can use it as reference for the next one.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then you will soon be roaming the convention scene with many panels galore.
Yeah, we have
Tacos.
and tacos.
And tacos.
Oh. Sorry.
Oh, I'd like tacos. Please give me some tacos.
See, she's running our panel. Tacos.
For taco paneling.
Taco panel. Tacos for everyone.
So wait, Epic Cosplay is the are they a photographer? I think they're.
No, wig company. I used to work for
Wig
Media, which was a photography company.
Ah.
But they're based out on the East Coast, so I don't really travel to as many of the conventions they go to, so that doesn't really work out as well. But yeah, I mean, I still do a little bit of work with Epic Cosplay here and there where I can, get off time from my full-time job to go and, just kind of trying to keep going to cons if I can.
Rawr. Rawr.
Rawr.
Yeah, we're trying to figure that out too. Oh well, what's next then? Since I don't know, we'll go over it off like later on today, Jax, and see what we want to do, what conventions we actually like are willing to go to, because they will only cover the badge. Usually, they'll just cover the badge. We have to pay for travel and hotel and food. And
I'm surprised that you haven't been asked to be a judge at masquerades.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have, but
Oh,
that's a whole inner monologue of terribleness.
inner monologue of terribleness? That doesn't sound very good.
That part of me should never be exposed to anyone.
It's kind of fun to watch, though.
No, it's not good. It's not something I should ever I should never do that.
But it's
Also, I'm looking at your links. Those fairy wings are gorgeous. Like,
yeah.
they're
Yes.
amazing.
Oh, doing that work and getting it to not be destroyed is amazing. It's really hard. I've tried it, like with trying to heat it with iron and things like that, or gluing it down and getting it not to be really weirdly sticky. Ah, it's so hard.
But they look absolutely amazing.
I don't know. You saw the link too, Jax?
yeah.
Yeah. I just would like to see that used for other stuff besides fairy wings, because it's kind of flimsy, you know.
Right. I'd be really worried of bumping into anyone.
And like catching a corner and like just like popping it with.
I would be not even gonna lie, I would probably wear those wings for like a photo shoot and then they would sit in a protective case somewhere. because I would be so worried about damaging them.
Oh my.
See, that's why you don't take the pretty things outside.
Yeah, I was worried about acrylic work too in the same way. Oh, is it snowing? It's snowing here in Chicago some more.
It was snowing earlier, and I'm like, I hate you. Go away.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I make you.
No, you don't. No, we're not feeding you. You eat too much.
I'll eat the cat.
Whoa!
You get one potato, Jax. That was the
I
agreement.
am not Sasha.
I offered him one potato today. We have many potatoes, but he can only have one.
Only one. He already had his McDonald's and his Burger King. I think he's good.
I had one of those things.
No, I'm looking at 2 burgers here, or I was looking at 2 burgers.
Now there's only one.
Ah.
Soon 0.
Oh man. So, Jax, you have some links for us? Gunner Fighter Online?
Dungeon
Wait,
Fighter?
oh, Dungeon Fighter. That's me not reading goods, people.
Yeah, we're in awesome cosplay.
Yeah. Yes.
Alright. So I love Dungeon Fighter. When we had a North American server, I loved it. So I was looking up cosplays for it, and I'm like, oh my god, this guy's actually doing a perfect basic gunner. So I got really happy.
You got really happy?
Yeah.
Really happy?
Um,
Yeah, I'm looking at some of these cosplays. They're absolutely gorgeous.
oh man.
I was sitting there, I'm like, what is this, like, series or game or whatever? I need to look into this game, because, like, these cosplays are really, really cute. And then I looked at it, I'm like, no American server!
We had an American server.
Are they region blocked? Can you get any of their servers?
Oh, you can get to the Korean server still, but
Yeah.
we actually had a fully translated English server.
Ah.
So,
Why did they take it away from us? This
No
is why
one
we can't have
cared.
nice things.
No one wanted it. It was unloved.
actually, that's close. They said it was lack of interest,
They
but I mean, 5 million American players, and
They weren't
playing
making
a
money.
guild of 3 million players.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's a little. Wait, you. 500. A full 3/5 of the entire population of the server was in one guild?
Yeah,
That seems a little unbalanced.
Just a little bit.
we were kind of the mafia guild, so we had branch guilds,
Ah, okay. So you were like the Mercs in EVE Online.
pretty much.
Yeah.
We were.
But yeah, I'm like looking at some of the designs of some of these characters, and I'm like, these are freaking gorgeous. And now I really am sad that I didn't know about this game beforehand, because A, I would have played it, and B, I definitely would have cosplayed from it.
Well, it seems like there's actually like clothes and not underwear.
Right? Girls with underwear, or girls with no clothes, or girls with clothes? What is this nonsense?
Oh man, that's not popular in America. That won't fly.
Not in America.
America.
I was in Dungeon Fighter group for a cosplay because it was the year they brought out the Avenger that they shut down the North American server.
Oh.
I could be a Dark Priest. That's been in my repertoire.
Oh my.
One day. But yeah, these brought a tear to my eye.
Oh.
Because I wanted to be the male gunner, I wanted to be the male priest, but just to see the female mage, the female gunner done so well, even the male gunners, it made me so happy.
Oh man. Are these actually North American? Are these all Korean cosplayers, or are they?
These are all Korean cosplayers, from what I can tell.
Ah.
Which is the irony about my statement.
No, it's not. That makes perfectly logical. If it was like North American cosplayers, like man, these are dedicated fandom. Jeez.
Right?
Yeah.
But they are really, really cute. I mean, the one girl, I don't know who she's cosplaying. The female gunner.
Yeah.
She's fucking adorable, and like I just want to give her a hug and be like, "You're so cute."
I like all the details on the dress. I think, are they hand drawn? You think, or are they like iron on?
I think those might be applique, maybe. No, wait, no, those can't be. I don't think they are actually, because if you look at how fluid they are,
Yeah, it's really hard to get
maybe
really
they're
smooth.
not. But then again, I don't know. God Save the Queen fashions. She just did a gorgeous applique on some. I don't know which cosplay commission it was, but those were really smooth as well. But it feels like those are like the ones that are on this female gunner costume are like built into the fabric essentially. Almost, it looks like it's painted.
Yeah, not good picture to. Well, I would have to see multiple pictures to know.
Right.
And or you never know with touch-ups and such. Magics of internet.
Yeah, magics of internet and all that fun jazz. I mean, it's probably some kind of trim. I mean, because if I can link a picture of this amazing work that God Save the Queen Fashions is doing with some applique stuff, and
sure, yeah, we'll link that up. We'll take
gorgeous.
Put it in the Skype thingy. I'll show Jex's.
There you go.
Okay, let's.
But like the sheer I was gonna actually ask her.
Ooh.
How she did them, because like I mean those curves, how the heck are she doing? Is she doing those? I don't understand it at all.
It's super kind. You see that? If you get real close to the screen, you can see that it might be even hand stitched.
I know she's doing it with a machine. I know she mentioned it is a machine. But she stitched really, really slowly. But just whatever she used to get all those curves and to have them perfectly done like that. I don't understand it.
Yeah. I don't know. There doesn't seem to be darts anywhere. I think it might be that she stenciled that out on a piece of paper, or on the fabric, and cut out the actual shape.
No, that might be true too. Yeah.
She didn't. There's no, how you would normally like curve it a bit. I think it might be the true colors.
Right. Maybe, but then even that, like,
or true shape.
You'd have to look. I mean, if she's cutting it out of fabric, how the heck did she hem that so that she would have an even edge on it? Unless she cut it out of like something that was like leather. Oh wait, never mind. Haha, I'm looking at her notes. It's lambskin leather, so that's why it wouldn't fray.
Oh well. Oh, that's brilliant. That's also
that might be
expensive.
amazing. Yeah. That's why her commissions cost an arm and a leg, but are like some of the best in the biz.
Oh man.
That's when you're just like, goodbye, wallet.
Yeah, goodbye.
Oh, there goes
Oh man.
So you could sell your kidney and your liver and your firstborn child for one of her cosplays.
I'm about to say, my liver, I don't think any human being wants.
Too much alcohol.
No, too much root beer.
Root beer. No, what? Well, did you have root beer last week?
Yeah, I always drink root beer.
Oh.
It's always root beer or root beer.
Root beer. Alright, everyone knows what the drink of choice for Jax is. I'm drinking coffee because I can. Watch me, Jax, drink coffee.
And then your hair just turned blonde again.
Oh man. Yeah, I got a normal haircut. I looked weird in a normal haircut.
I found a progress picture of the appliques. Here you go.
Well, let me see. Oh, I called it. I knew it. It was stenciled out and then cut out. The shapes were not like a straight line. They were a stencil. Yeah, but that's... Ooh.
But think of how much leather would have to go to waste.
Yeah, it was yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm not gonna say waste because it looks really nice.
Well, right, but I'm just saying if you think about it, if you're cutting it out like that, like, oh my god, think of how much leather in the pieces that you just gotta throw out afterward. That's but dang, it's just like, oh, that's gorgeous.
Man.
I can't stop. Like, I got to meet Catherine from God Save the Queen Fashions in person at ASUN last year, and I about had a heart attack and die, and I was fangirling so hard.
Does she have a booth or something? I think.
No, she's really small and tiny, and she's like the most humble person ever. She's.
No, I mean she had a booth, like she was selling stuff.
Oh no! She was a guest for like cosplay. Like she was doing, She was doing like the cosplay workshop thing that they were having.
Oh yeah.
For a second, I thought you were asking if she had boobs, and I was like, "What?" I was like, "What is what?"
Guys, everyone has boobs. Okay.
My dog doesn't have any boobs, and it makes me so sad.
That's a personal thing between you and your dog.
Nah, he's just silly. He likes laying down on mine. He's just like, hello, it's a pillow, and I'm like, get off of me.
Okay, let me see. We have one more link to the cuteness. What's her name? Jax, what's her name? The cute girl from Kill la Kill. The glass. No, is it? No, it's not. It's not Kill la Kill.
You are looking at the old stuff.
Yeah, no. Yeah, sorry.
The one that you titled as cute?
Yeah, because I don't know. I'm bad with names, as everyone knows.
She has the Ronka Lee hairstyle with the little two puffs up the top.
From Beyond the Boundary.
Beyond the Boundary.
And, damn it. I don't know.
All I know is she uses blood, she's adorable, and wears red glasses.
There's some clearly blurs and things going on with this photograph. And kudos.
She is really cute. She is adorable.
I don't know. I've just been, like, enjoying that character.
Okay, you go enjoy that character in your little corner.
Oh well.
Where is it?
Mirai? I don't even.
Yeah, Mirai, the one that what's his name?
Mira.
Not Jimmy Choo, but his son, because he hates being called. God. Well, Danny Chu. There we go. But yeah, no, Danny Chu designed Mirai from, Mirai Suganai or whatever her name is. I can never remember her name.
Oh my god, she has knowledge of designers. This is crazy!
Well, no, except for, the funny thing is Danny Chu is like a big, person involved with, anime and stuff, and his father, Jimmy Chu, who owns, one of the most renowned shoe companies in the world, absolutely hates it.
Oh, okay. You have knowledge of industry. We must have you back on the show because we don't know none of that stuffs. I don't read.
So much industry.
I can read things. This says hard candy.
Because you eat it.
And this says
Water.
pomegranate blueberry.
But there's water inside of it, so you lied to me.
Oh man. Oh wow. Flooding you with what?
Flooding me with cuteness.
We will destroy you. We will
There's worse ways to die than being killed by a flood of cuteness. I'd rather die by a flood of cuteness than by drowning in an actual flood.
True. No. The heart attack, one fills the lungs. Which one is less suffering?
I mean, the cute, at least you're dying with cute things, whereas, in a flood of actual water, you're probably freaking the hell out and why am I drowning?
But you're also freaking the hell out, going, why is this so cute?
I don't know if that's bad.
I'd rather freak out about, oh my god, this is cute, I'm so dying, than, I'm dying because I'm drowning, fuck.
Oh, by the way, we have a lot of cosplay questions.
Oh man. Okay, we have a lot. You got a bunch of submissions?
No, a lot of questions.
They submitted a lot of questions.
Yeah, I've been asking people for questions. I got letters on that.
Okay, well, take not all of them, hopefully. We'll save them for next week. Yes.
Well, cosplay questions can be helpful. I want to answer cosplay questions.
Well, those are at the end of the program, Casey. You're leaving us, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
That's when you just bump into the middle of the program and we're good to go. Change things.
Do we really want... I guess we can do it. We
I
could.
don't really care. Whatever you guys want me to talk about, I'll just sit here and ramble.
Alright, here... Jackson's saying hopscotch it. Okay, so let's go to the questions, I guess. I don't know what that is. That's a new term for me today. Alright.
Hopscotch is fun. When in doubt, just YOLO it and everything's good.
So she used YOLO, but not hopscotch.
Thank you. Thank you for that, Casey.
You're welcome.
Okay.
A tag for this segment will now be hashtag YOLO.
No! No! Alright. Yeah, okay, we can do that. and we can do what we're doing this week later, because I don't think Casey did anything like related to cosplay this week anyway. No, probably not.
No, I haven't. I'm going to be working on cosplay stuff later today. I'm going to start my Anna if I have fabric that I can use to start Anna, but
Otherwise, no bish.
otherwise I'm going to clean my apartment and then go fabric shopping tomorrow.
All right, so let's start with a question. Do you research materials, patterns, etc., or you just dive right in and buy everything?
I'm really bad at diving in and buying everything.
So
Like,
how does that
all at
go?
Well, I usually end up like, because like at a certain point in time after you start sewing for a while, you kind of pretty much can estimate how much fabric you're going to need.
Mm-hmm.
Because you just know, this standardly with my measurements, this, a shirt like this has always been like 2 yard, blah 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 blah, etc. Like, so I usually at least just like I estimate how much fabric I need, and then I just buy a little bit more in case something goes wrong. I usually won't cut anything out unless it's like a skirt, your basic pleated skirt or something like that. Then once you know how to do those, they're really easy, at least for me. So like for skirts and stuff, I personally will just whatever, cut, sew, done. For tops and things,
That yeah.
yeah, but no, for like tops and things, I'm not as good at. So those usually I research out a little bit more, pull out the patterns, modify the patterns on extra paper, etc. before I actually start working on them. Oh, but a key fact. You will save a hell of a lot of money if you draft out your cosplay in like some cheap fabric like muslin and do it and like make it first to make sure it fits and then just tear that apart and use that instead. At least I've had a lot of luck with that.
Yeah, if you got a little extra money, that's a good way to just make sure you don't mess up and yeah.
Well, yeah, I feel like it's better because otherwise if you mess up on the actual fabric, well then that's money down the toilet that was on expensive fabric.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Researching. I do lots of researching. We always buy like random materials and test them out and do different things. Like this week, me and Seneca did like 3 different dye researches and different materials and coding research as well. Just like testing things out, see what works. Like we'll like bring out a whole bunch of materials and just do combinations to see what is the texture and consistency and all that crap. But when I'm making a lot of my cosplays, people ask me for my drafting, my blueprints and stuff, and I don't have them because I draft them directly upon the material and cut it out. So, well, I don't ever intend to make anything ever like the same thing ever again.
Right.
So those patterns will just be going in the trash anyway, unless it's something really, really elaborate. Like I had to do it for the Diablo Hunter armor. Yeah, that I just had to do that so that I could make the most use of my material because it had tons of curves and really weird shapes, and I wanted to make sure that I could fit as much as I could on the piece of material without wasting too much, But a lot of times I'll just dive on in because I'm that kind of person. If I fail, I remake it. And Seneca hates that about me. He's like, "Oh, you gotta test. You gotta do all this." And I'm like, "Well, I'm learning. I'm just learning hands-on." And
yeah, I mean, I used to just do it like straight. Screw it, let's go in, just do it. But then after wasting so much money and time on the actual end product, I was just like, maybe testing it out and building the prototype is probably a smart idea.
Think maybe I used to do that way back. I mean, I've at this point been exposed to like a lot of stuff. I'm not a great sewer though, that's for sure.
Me neither. Join the club. Woo!
I eat my string. So.
What? What are you talking about?
What?
I just eat the string and just.
Are you a cat?
No, the cat does that too.
So what do you do, Jax, when you're dealing with like a new problem or material or scenario or whatever
He
they
just
say?
eats it. He just eats it.
He eats it.
Besides eating it.
He learns with his mouth like infant.
Evidently, if his stomach consumes it, he learns it.
That is my superpower. If I eat it, I'll remember it. But no. Depending on the material, sometimes I just kind of wing it. But let's say when I started doing fiberglass, when I started doing plastic,
I'm not gonna stab you in your back. There's a perfectly good colon right there.
No, I need the colon. Okay.
Whoa, that escalated quickly.
See, this is why I can't sleep near him, because I make my colon again.
For a second, I thought you said that was why I can't sleep with him, and I was like, "Whoa, honey!" Protect your colon at all costs.
No.
Alright, what were you saying, Jax?
Okay. So some materials I actually do go back, listen, focus, and actually see if anyone else has done stuff with it, which thank God for the internet, because everyone's done something with that one.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And that's what got me into resin work, because I would watch videos on YouTube, I'd watch stuff on different websites. I would Alright. I would take hours upon hours of just researching, sitting back, looking at reviews on certain chemicals, certain materials, and I would actually email people, ask for advice, how they did certain things.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I love going to conventions, because I will actually go to conventions specifically for the purpose of, oh my god, you did that with X material, how did you do that? And just listen to their horror stories. That.
Oh yeah, I think I've done that a little bit. Well, I always do. I always watch. I watch tons of YouTube videos of other people doing stuff. But in case you guys don't know, I also watch other people's YouTube stuff. But I do play with stuff that isn't typical, like floor vinyl and roofing patch and like crafting materials they're base materials, but just not used in the way that you might expect. And I don't know, using them in combinations that are good, I guess. Always cheap. I always try to get the cheapest and like best. Yeah.
Back when I used to actually enter masquerades and stuff like that, I loved talking to people backstage.
Huh? What? What? I cannot hear you, Cases.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Good. But no, I mean, that's why I really liked entering masquerades, you know, back when I used to actually enter, because, like, you know, you could really learn a lot from people who were sitting backstage, you know, about their horror stories about XYZ cosplay, whatever. And it was that's what I enjoyed too, because it was, you know, oh god, I would have never thought of that. Oh god, what did you have to do that?
Right.
Yeah, actually, I did quite a lot. Do enjoy hanging around backstage to talk to people about what they've done and how they tackled a problem. That's awesome.
It's kind of why the last time you drank, no, it was the Indian Stocking cosplayers. I should talk to them again. They were really cool. But they dragged me backstage, and I got to see this Nautilus cosplayer.
Mm-hmm.
That he said he was gonna do Big Daddy next.
Yeah.
Or I think that was backwards. I think he did Big Daddy goes with Nautilus. Whatever. Anyway, long story short, they're both the same thing. Okay, he convinced me not to do Big Daddy on principle of the fact that drill was a nightmare.
It was?
Yeah.
What do you have a problem with?
I don't remember. It's something about the rotary.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have a lot of torque. Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently the foam that he used for the drill and the bar that he used to actually make it spin didn't like each other.
Oh yeah, I bet. Yeah.
So torque plus squishy foam equals squishy foam not being so happy.
Now, the lesson learned here today is, kids, remember to have a lot of surface area when applying friction?
Yeah.
No, wait.
Torque.
Torque. We're applying torque to foam. Yeah. Lots of surface area. Very important with
It
foam.
will fly.
Yeah.
No matter the shape, it will fly.
Oh man. No, I mean like surface area when you're gluing it too. Yeah, never mind.
It'll fly.
Alright, so question dos. Tus.
I got this.
Alright. Yeah.
Okay. How do you get started on a cosplayer? Do you research materials, patterns, etc., or do you dive right in and just buy it?
Didn't we just answer this question?
Yeah, we just did that.
Leave me alone. I got this.
Yeah.
Okay.
The what pet one? I guess. Yeah. So I can't see where your questions are. So go ahead. Whatever question you get.
Cosplay pets. Do your pets get involved for better or worse when you craft? Would you cosplay your pets?
Wait, would we cosplay our pets? Like, as in, would we cosplay as our pets, or would we put our pets in a cosplay?
I think both would be a proper.
I put my dog in cosplay before.
I would not do that to an animal.
Okay. To be fair, it was only my rarity skirts, and it was hilarious watching him run around my apartment in this huge, tall, purple and white tutu, and like another white skirt on top of it.
No, I don't have a problem because there's some awesome cosplays of dogs, like Shiba. Wait, what was that dog? You know the game with the awesome dog? Damn it. Rawr.
The Amaterasu, like the
Okami, yeah, Okami.
Okami, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not for me to cosplay my animal or put my.
You have no idea how many times I've been told that I should dye parts of my dogs fur red so that he would look like Amaterasu from Okami, and I'm like, I don't want to dye him red though because I'm pretty sure he'd kill me in my sleep.
The dog wouldn't even wait for you to sleep. So.
Yeah, I don't even think he would stay still enough for me to do it if I really wanted to. But there's, yeah.
Oh,
I'll put him in a little shirt or something here and there, just for some little lulz. But I mean, not full out
I know that we have cats, and cats give you a whole lot of trouble if you lay anything out. Tochi's pretty good with me because I have a lot of. He respects the heat gun. He's learned that it's warm because cats love warm things, but it's a little too warm. But
a little too hot.
A little too much. What else? So one thing is he likes to lay near me when I'm working, and I just try to try to put him in a space that's not underneath whatever I'm doing because it's a little annoying. But actually, over Christmas, my grandma made me a knee pad, a heat pad for me to stretch my plastic over my knee, but it's exactly cat shaped. So it's getting far more use as a cat deterrent. So rather than getting in a pile of stuff and being tunnel cats or going and knocking over cups, he's sitting on this little quilted cat-shaped hot pad. When you pick up your pants. Yeah. It's like that, but it's cat-shaped and he just sits there. It just happened to be that way because it's designed to be like thigh-shaped, kinda, if that makes sense. But there are a few videos where Tochi's just destroying stuff in the fast forward. Oh man. You don't have pets. You're not allowed
I'm
to talk.
actually allergic to animal dander, so
Ha 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 ha.
when I did have pets though, I had 4 turtles.
Turtles.
Yes. They were part of a costume once. It was a terrible experience for them.
I imagine. Are they? Did they survive it?
My biggest one was Blastoise.
You're just gluing things to turtles.
No.
That doesn't sound very confident.
The funny thing is that when he first mentioned turtles, I was thinking about the turtle from Finding Nemo, and he's like, dude. That was the best badass turtle ever. Just saying, he was so chill.
Exactly. That's why I love my turtles. But
Turtles are just chill.
when I was Brock, I had a Blastoise. I was the biggest contradictory Brock.
I was about to say that's the most contradictory Brock ever.
But, yeah, Brock had a lot of weird Pokemon that were not rock type. He diversified his portfolio.
Yeah. I diversified it past the point of no return.
In the real world, not in the Pokemon world, but in the real world, you must diversify.
Oh man.
But okay, you want to go to another one?
Sure.
All right. This is.
Well, no, Casey, you have a question? I think she had a question actually.
Why did I? I didn't have a question.
You said you had something to talk about when we were off. Yeah, for the questions. You brought it up.
I don't remember. What? I'm so confused.
Oh, you forgot your question. You're like, I got this question I get asked about stuff all the time.
I get asked about like how it was being like a department head in previous cons because I've had friends of mine who have been trying to start other cons and stuff like that. So they've come to me asking me about questions of like what to do here, what to do here. So like I guess I've been getting questions. Well, recently, because a group of my friends are trying to start a K-pop convention in Chicago, so they've kind of trying to, they're asking me about questions, so I'm, helping them get that kind of started off the ground, hopefully.
Okay.
But if you have any questions, let me know, and I can answer those.
All right.
To the best of my ability.
Well, I can probably give a really good question for you since you have that kind of experience. So if you're familiar with the back end, it's kind of expensive to do this kind of stuff. It takes a little bit of investment.
Oh yeah.
Say you're trying to do a 400 person con, a small con in a small hotel, and only like 3 or 4 rooms. What sort of capital should you start with there?
I mean, it's really hard to say, because the thing is that with any convention to start out with, if you want to rent out convention space, you typically have to sign a contract with the convention that states, we will provide you with this many rented out rooms in this block in order to get the convention space, and you dictate however much it's going to cost, etc. So the contracts alone, can cost quite a bit of money. And so on top of that, then you have to also think about the fact that, you've got to pay most hotels also require that you use their food as opposed to bringing in outside food, right? Which is really expensive. As a whole, I mean, I really don't know how much it would be. Like, I mean, it's really hard to say.
Well, say a really small con, like the smallest con you can manage to pull together. Like,
I mean, like, originally Anime World, like, we were expecting, a good bunch of people. I mean, a lot of people showed up for the first year. I think a little bit over 1,000 showed up.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, again, it was a lot of money, which I really shouldn't say.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But I mean, it was a very substantial amount of money, which again, our con chair at that point, he was funding it from his own pocket. He was the investor on it, essentially. But it's right now, like, for example, with the Korean pop convention that I'm trying to see if I can help with, that we're trying to do in Chicago, it's really hard because we don't have an investor right now, and I mean, there's only so much money you can get with sponsorship money before you're kind of sitting there like, well, this might put on a down payment to the hotel contract, but it's certainly not going to handle all of it.
We are not talking thousands of dollars. We're talking tens of thousands of dollars, maybe
I would
even
say probably,
6 figures even.
I mean, 6 figures, I don't think, not for a small con, but you're definitely talking at least into the tens of thousands.
Yeah, we'll maybe get close to 6 figures, maybe. Like,
for a small con, no. I mean, for a small con, you wouldn't need 6 figures unless you were, like, magically deciding to bring some people over from, like, overseas or something. Then you might hit 6 figures, but...
No. What I mean is, like upper 5 figures, I should say.
I think that if you were doing a small con, you'd probably be okay,
in the mid.
In the low to mid 10,000. So like in the tens of thousands.
Yeah. Okay.
You'd probably be able to get a good thing going. Yeah. It also obviously depends on how you're managing your money, etc. What kind of talent you're bringing in, how much you're charging for your tickets, etc.
Yeah, you have to really manage there's a lot of risks.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a lot of risks.
So we're gonna be as ambiguous as possible about.
Well, I mean, that's what I mean. When I was in college, I was hoping to start a small convention, because a lot of colleges, if you're doing a club in the college, you can usually rent out space in the colleges for free.
Which is great.
Right, so like for small cons, like for example that the U Chicago convention that's going to be in February, I imagine that's probably something that they were able to do, either get a discounted rate or a free room because of probably like an anime club down there. In Champaign, that's what we could have done at the time when I was considering that, really just renting a couple of the rooms out in one of the school buildings and doing a miniature anime convention, but didn't pan out as well.
Yeah, you have to get like a sponsorship from staff and get all that cleared with the board and all. I'm pretty sure a big event like that has to be cleared with the board and all that.
It depends. At least for the University of Illinois, which is the school I went to, as long as you were a registered club organization within the university, which that you had like to be registered as a club, you had to have like students who were at the university, be the president and the treasurer, which were registered through the school, etc. But once you did that, and you were actually a registered club within the university, you had access to all those rooms. You just had to file paperwork requesting those certain rooms on certain days, and it was really pretty much okay.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people are like, I want to start my own anime convention, so I'm pretty sure that's
Well,
like.
you enjoy that.
Well, I
Yeah.
got to go to more, especially the the college ones tend to be free or really cheap.
Right.
So I'm like, hey, I could go to those. Those could be fun. And I still get to hang out with my friends like I normally would, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, I definitely have been on the end of, oh my god, I want to start an anime convention. I was fortunate enough, to be able to work with a really, really, really amazing group of people who were working on Anime World Expos, because I really got to see how you make one from the ground up. Because I joined their project, I think about 3 or 4 months after they had started it, and I came on board and was a part of it and helped them organize the first one and parts of the second ones before I had to leave. And it's definitely a lot of hard work. Like, obviously, if everyone could make a convention, I mean that'd be amazing. It's just, I think. I know when I first went into it, I had specific, oh my god, this is going to be really, really fun and exciting. And I mean, it was, but I think I definitely wasn't as prepared for how much work it was going to be until I really got into it. And I mean, a lot of the big problems with, running a convention is that, you don't realize or you don't really foresee how much work it's really going to be until you're up in your ears in it.
Yeah. Oh man, that's a reason why I don't want to go for like an assistant department head position or like higher positions, because I know that I see their stuff and I'm like, I don't know if I can commit to that.
Right.
It's a lot of work, and I have other priorities.
Obligations.
Yeah, I have other obligations. There we go. Obligations is a better word.
Yeah. I mean, right now, if I wasn't working a full-time job and stuff, I would love to get back into that stuff, because I love event planning, and I really love convention related things. Right now, I'm working a full-time job. I do stuff with Epic Cosplay when I can, and I can't overcommit myself any more than I already kind of have.
Yeah, I mean, what is it? Yeah, Seneca, she's left, or she's leaving. I think she's still getting dressed. But she has to do work because she's an assistant department head, and she does this like every other weekend or something. It's a lot of time. So guys, if you're interested in that kind of work, it's actually like work, and
it's like a job. It really is.
Yeah, and
it's worth it in the end.
And love your volunteer staff members, because they really just kill themselves. They work very hard.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. All right. So do we have one more question, and that'll be it?
We get to get in that one, but yeah, give me a second. I do.
One more question, and we'll end this segment, and we'll let Casey go. She may be free upon the world, and we'll lose another person. Oh.
You guys can entertain people enough for a little bit.
We'll do it. Yeah, we'll see how we can pull that together. He's kind of boring.
Oh, fired.
Sir. Alright. Okay, I got one for Haley. What is the right age for someone to start cosplaying?
If I had a daughter, man, shoot, I would have her in mechas and diapers.
Can I go back in time and be your daughter, Chris? I love to get mechas all the time. That'd be sweet.
There's a specific cannon that I would make for her to carry around, and let IRT take that from her. I just let them try.
What, does it come with like a taser?
The one with the airsoft one where it'll propel the ball at 150 miles per hour. I think it's like 140, 150 out. Now, yeah. Anyway, it would have not been fun for people.
Oh god.
Is this the one that you were gonna abduct my niece and give her?
Maybe, but then I realized that it would probably not be good out of convention.
And I would be shot in the crotch every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I was about to say, that would really hurt, getting shot in the crotch, with something going 150 miles an hour.
Yeah, I took care of Jax's niece for a number of years. So.
And gave her weaponry, evidently.
She is trained in the dark arts.
As soon as you said dark arts, I only thought of Harry Potter and Voldemort. That's bad.
Man.
I mean, we can get off the knife now.
Ah!
God, now it's gonna sound like we abuse children or something.
I don't know.
We do not condone the abuse of children.
All right.
Or the arming of weaponry for children.
That being said, I don't know about you guys, but I wouldn't let a child of mine go to a convention unescorted under 16.
I went to my first convention when I was 14, and that was with my dad. And 14 or 15. I mean, he went with me. But I mean, he went with me in the idea that, you know, he took me to the convention, but I was able to like walk around the convention so long as I didn't leave the hotel by myself.
Mm.
So I guess I was also more of a responsible young adult at the time, like a more responsible teenager, to the point where he kind of trusted me that I wouldn't, because I was a goody two shoes, and if I like left the hotel, I probably would have like a heart attack.
Well, yeah, I guess that's fair. Yeah.
I mean, I was also, you know, traveling to Chicago for a lot of those meetups, you know, the ASEN meetups back in like 2007, 2008. I was traveling to Chicago by myself for some of those, etc. I mean, if I ever have children, which I really don't want any, but if I ever do have children, I'd probably be the same way, like, take them to cons, like, you know, starting at a young age, and then if they wanted to go themselves, probably around, like, you know, 16, 17.
Yeah, otherwise I would be in, like, well, 12 is you have to be with them, obviously.
Oh yeah, God, I mean, legally you have to.
Yeah, like...
Or it's like child abandonment.
Yeah, and then, but after that I would be on grounds until, like, they're able to deal with things themselves, I guess. You know, things...
Yeah, wait, the better question is, why are we not with our kids at the convention?
Yeah, but...
better question.
We probably would be, at least to some degree.
Right?
At least us, anyway. We're a little crazy. We're a little crazy.
That's okay.
Yeah.
People love the crazies.
Yeah. I don't know, what about you, Jax?
I've been going to cons for a while, but I wouldn't let my kids. I would always say maybe 10, 11.
Let them go to a convention?
Let them go to a convention, but not unattended until they're 13. That's kind of my rule, because I started going around like 9 or 10.
Mm-hmm.
Ironically, I was about a while back. God, it was many years. I think it was like my first ASIN. Over 9 or 10. Yeah. So I was left unattended, but I was a very, very special case.
He was a very extremely large child.
I love how he's just like, I was.
But
no, you only have to say that. Jax is actually very tall.
Everyone
very
knew
tall.
not to kidnap him because he would break them.
Oh, I didn't mean it that way.
I was actually skinny. No, my dad left me unattended as a 10 to see what would happen.
That sounds like a really
That doesn't sound like a great
idea.
plan.
It was a great plan. He gave me $50 and said, "Come back with 40."
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
I mean, like, you know, to each parent their own. Like, I mean, you know, I wouldn't personally do it, but you know,
don't go teching on your kids, people. Don't throw them into ravines.
Well, this is not the Pokemon universe. You cannot send them out into the world at 10 years old.
But
gotta catch them all.
we are not enslaving animals in this world.
That's also probably not the best thing at conventions too.
Yeah. But yeah, it was.
God, we're just bad people. Holy heck.
This is why we do this, because we want to spread our bad everywhere.
I do not speak for either one of these two weirdos.
Bullshit, you're one of us weirdos. Don't you even front. We will call you out.
I don't know.
We're to climb trees on a boredom. Yeah, I called you out. I'm gonna hide in the forest.
We're a bunch of crazy people. It's okay.
Like I said, don't leave your kids out.
Hide your kids.
Hide your kids. Hide your wife.
Waifu.
Hide your wife. from your waifus unless you want school days to happen.
Oh man.
We are going on like the weirdest of rants. It's like crazy.
This is what happens every week, Casey. We'll have you back
Every
like in 2 weeks, I think, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, let me know ahead of time, and I mean, I could definitely figure out something like schedule-wise in terms of like when I might be free.
I'm really awkward with talking to people. I just like don't. I'm like, can I poke you? I don't like to talk to you. And hello, I'm a person. And then that's what happens. Oh well, I'm really weird. So I'm gonna let Casey go. It's been almost an hour, and we promised her half an hour. She's got to go see a movie. Is it Frozen?
I'm thinking about Catching Fire, actually.
Go watch Catching Fire.
Really?
Well, I've seen it twice, and it's really good. And I mean, maybe I'll go see Frozen because it's like amazing. I've already seen Frozen and Catching Fire, and they're both amazing. And I love Jennifer Lawrence.
Abandoning us.
I'm
She's
sorry.
already. You're a bad person. No.
I am such a bad person. I'm such a horrible person.
No, that's fine. Plus, you have to take care of your doggy too. I'm sure he's being a bad dog and eating something right at the moment.
He's actually laying on my bed and looks like he's about to fall asleep.
Okay. He's being unusually good just to mock you.
I think he's probably being unusually good because he realizes that like because we were in mid-podcast that he wasn't going anywhere, and like as soon as I get off this call, he's going to like go nuts. He's already looking at me with those eyes.
He knows. He knows already.
He knows. Like, Mommy, are you almost done? Are you almost done? Is it time to go play? And I'm gonna be like, oh shit.
I can just imagine your dog just while you're gone destroy your apartment.
He's pretty good. He knows what's mine and what's his. Like, he won't touch my squishables. He won't touch my pillows. He knows which pillow is his and which animals are his. The only thing that he usually goes around and decides to like throw everywhere is garbage. If I like accidentally forget to like close, because like I keep my garbage cans like hidden in like either my bathroom when I close the door, or I hide them like under like in the kitchen under the kitchen sink or whatever in the cabinetry. So if like I accidentally leave one of those doors open, I'll come back and all of my garbage will be strewn everywhere.
He knows. He knows. All right. Well, we'll be back after these commercial messages for dog treats, probably. Maybe. We'll see what the commercial is about. All right. See you. Or I'm gonna stop recording. Yep.
Hello, sit down. Do you feel like your life is just too normal? Well, that's because you're boring, and we can't really help what you are. But at Supernatural Hotlines, we can help you attract all the weird you ever wanted and more. Want a giant monster to attack your town? Want a harem of sexy aliens to live with you for a week or two? We cover all the events you could ever wish for. Trying to impress that date tonight? Call us, and we can have a hero scenario ready within moments for a small fee. Here at Supernatural Hotlines, we do our very best to make all your wishes come true. Supernatural Hotlines is not liable for your safety during scenarios.
We're ready. Everybody. Yeah. Okay, so.
Why are we turning into SpongeBob?
I don't know.
Josh, I'm apparently pie thief.
Pie. You are eating the stolen pie that you did not pay for at this very moment.
Gifted pie.
It was gifted, along with other things. Mostly
Was
pie.
it gifted via a 5-finger discount?
Mm-hmm.
Gifted via, hey, can I like have you call me later?
Oh yeah.
Along the phone number.
Oh yeah. Let me see the phone number.
Should be in the bag.
Are you no? Call her.
Well, I don't
Wait,
know. We should do this on
start?
the.
No.
Yeah, we started, but whatever. Anyway, we'll leave that. Apparently, someone's very fond of Jax and his good looks and wants
That look like a Gildabeest.
and enticing him with pie.
We should also probably tell the listeners why all of a sudden Seneca and I are back after we both leave.
They said they were leaving, and they all left, and they got all ready, and then turns out there's snow outside here in Chicago.
Yeah, spur snow. I'm done with it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty bad and I ain't driving in that. So,
I got pie, so I didn't really know.
He got a phone number and pie, which is a good reason to be happy. That's a good day in most cases, is a phone number and pie.
I mean, I'd be pretty happy if I got a phone number and pie, but I mean, if it was someone creepy, then I might toss the phone number. Actually, I might not eat the pie either. You never know what they're gonna do with the pie.
Ladies are paranoid about date rape pies. I don't want.
God. My
Jack just
God.
falls over mid podcast.
Oh dear.
Don't fall on the. Don't fall on the crystals. They're very.
Foaming at the mouth, still doing it.
Whatever you do,
Eating
don't fall
pie
into one of those wings.
Oh yeah. While you guys were doing commercials and we were doing time powers, I went to the mailbox and guess what we got?
Alright.
Seneca, what we get?
I got the Inigo wig from Art of Wig
For what?
for my Raleigh Vincent cosplay. So this is actually the last thing I need that I don't have to make.
That's what she's working on. What else did you get? Because we all know what my waifu makes a lot of. Ooh, I'm gonna let it hiss.
I got the shorter nails so I can start doing the commissions I was asked to do.
If you guys do not know, I will post a picture in the description of my wife's amazing nails, and I mean amazing in a way that you
Hey,
can't stand.
I can attest to this. I've ordered 2 sets, and there's going to be more coming eventually when my paycheck and my wallet stops.
Yeah, she makes good stuff, as you might expect from the wife of Naive. Ja. Ah!
No, we
Ow.
expected we expected a housewife to sit there and cook dinner all day, every day.
Well, that's what I mean. It's to be expected from someone who I married would be incredibly skilled crafting things.
And is willing to kill you at a moment's notice.
You are my Padawans, and you will make amazing things, Jaxies.
Can I make pie?
You can't make pie.
Alright, yeah.
They must be made of insulation foam.
That is all.
Ew.
Oh
Please no, I don't want that.
I will eat the insulation pie.
man.
The gastric upset will be catastrophic.
I've eaten metal before.
No, it's not good. I am. Well, I was going to send. I have to see how the weather is, but I have Toho Project wings to give to somebody now, and I'm hoping I'm gonna pick the weather.
Ooh.
I got the rainbow wings, I got the fairy wings, and I got the ice wings, and hopefully we'll be able to give those to him tomorrow if the weather permits. But we're gonna see how the weather is going this week. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out which Toho characters. You said rainbow wings, so that makes me think of Flandre, and I like they're like rainbow gems.
They're like a chandelier thing going on.
Okay, yeah, that's Flandre's wings, and then ice wings probably means Cheerno, and then I don't know the last one.
The fairy wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made those sets, and they're gonna be awesome when I manage. Yeah, they're like dragonfly wings. Yeah, except there's only 2 of them, I think, as far as the art I was given anyway.
I can't remember which character that is. Oops. I'm a bad Toho-y.
Yeah. So people were really happy. Like, they were asking me to put that video up because they want the flary, whatever her name is, the rainbow wings.
Yeah, Flandre.
Yeah, they want to see that.
No, those are really badass wings.
Yeah. Oh man, they're 5 foot each.
Oh my god.
They're considerable. Okay, well they're not exactly 5. Whatever. Anyway, they're considerable.
Is that even allowed, like, in hallways right now, with all the little hallway rules now for cosplay?
Oh no, he doesn't care. He just wants to be amazing. It's for a guy, by the way.
He's like, I don't give a fuck!
The ladies are gonna be so jealous they're never gonna have wings as nice as him.
Yeah, I'm already jealous, and I haven't even seen these wings.
That's kind of boisterous. Wait, I make good wings.
You
They're-
make good everything. Shut up.
Someone could make better wings. It could happen. I haven't seen them yet.
Do not make me use the power of Google.
The power of Google compels you.
Mm-hmm.
But no. So, do you guys want to go to a topic? Or?
No. What have you been working on, which is clearly on the table right here in front of me? What's this thing?
Shut up. I'm still working on the sword, but this weather hates me.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't do anything.
Never tired temperature above 45 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been doing this sword and chiseling it away.
It's clearly being chiseled.
Yeah, with only the power of a butter knife, a hammer, and sanding paper.
Oh, you
That's-
poor thing.
That's some intense cutting power right
Dude,
there.
we gotta get you like a saw or some shit. Like a rasp. Get a rasp.
I have a rasp.
You should have been using a rasp. Bring this.
The Padawan's about to get a beat down.
I can't get into the garage. It's frozen. It has been frozen shut since
Blame Elsa.
of January.
Oh yeah, his power dies in the
Yes.
cold weather.
It's in Hammond, Indiana.
Oh.
I can actually go and get that.
But yeah, this it looks like it was chiseled, but it's fine. He can still work with it. It's not.
It's not even close to being done to the right depth.
Yeah.
It's nowhere near that.
So hopefully we can set Jax up with a rig in his room that he can work with, and get like a work mat underneath so he doesn't get tons of supplies or refuse on this floor. I'm sure his family will not be happy about.
They're used to me by now.
Yeah. But there's two swords. What's the other thing here? This other piece of wood.
Well, it's actually going to be two things. It's going to be the hilt, the inner hilt, sword, kind of jigsawing it all together. And it's actually going to be. Let me see, because that's still a whiteboard. Yeah. That's actually going to be a surprise because
Okay, that's been great.
Because since I did want to challenge you, I wanted to do something a little bit different. Cause
We're gonna do the Reggies, man. I'm excited for Reggies, and I'm like sad that you don't want to make them.
I want to make them. I just have no money to make them.
But I was like, hey, I will make us Reggie. The Reggies are awesome. We're talking about the Reggie Pokemon, the Reggie Ice, Reggie Steel.
Those things are huge.
Yeah, that's why I like them.
Yeah, you like big things.
Just
Not to be confused with sexual innuendos, but
Yeah. But no, they're not gonna be too big. I might need Jax to help me get it up to whatever con we're going to.
yeah, remember the pickup and
Yeah. But I do a lot better when I'm a character and not a human. Does that make sense? Because
when you're a big gigantic ass mecha.
Yeah, I'm not good with stage performances. I can't really it's really hard for me to get into a character that has expression, a lot of expression.
Way better at Warren.
Yeah,
It's because Chris is an emotional soul. Or emotionless soul.
Whereas I prefer doing urban costumes or costumes that no one can see my face. So the Reggie is perfect.
Yeah, I'm not great with being in character.
Can I be the badass trainer that managed to capture all of the Reggies all at once? That'd be cool.
You can be Reggie Ice. You be Reggie Ice.
Okay, that works too.
Oh my god, we have all three Reggies now.
I've never actually cosplayed a big thing before. I've always cosplayed as people.
I can manage to make that out of foam board pretty cheap, $50 probably.
We could take it to AZ and we could be the Reggies. Hear us rumble, gum 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 gum.
No, because it's a small costume in my book. I mean, I would want something more than that.
You're.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say it that way.
It's okay.
For ASIN, there's going to be the World Cosplay Summit Finals, and I want to make sure,
right.
because I'm going to be very likely doing things
enter?
for that. No, I can't enter. You have to do. You have to be.
Oh, that's right.
Final. Yeah, I'll be staffing. Maybe it. Very likely. People say I should do it. So I want to at least be, presentable in that respect. Does that make sense?
I mean, I'm gonna try and do it next year because I'm actually gonna be doing one of my Final 5 cosplays.
I was thinking, for the Reggies, maybe Anime St. Louis or Shotokan or what else is there?
C2E2.
No, C2E2 that's a pain.
Yeah.
Just getting into the convention. Yeah, the
Anime Midwest is at the same location ASEN's at.
When's that though? Isn't that in the June though?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Instead of cosplaying as Reggie Ice, can I just cosplay as Elsa?
When's Elsa?
From Frozen.
Oh, damn it.
No, here's what you do. You cosplay Reggie Ice but put the Elsa wig on top.
But I really
Reggie
want
Elsa.
it. I really want to have all three because it'd be super amazing to have all three.
I don't think I've ever even seen one of them, let alone all
The
three.
Pokemons?
I've seen it.
I've seen boob versions.
Boob version?
Or the sexified versions.
Sexy no jutsu Reggie Rock. Oh shit.
I forget how they what did they categorize them as. There's a term for what they do to characters. Yeah. No, I know the Kajinkas, but no, there's they'll ladify them.
Yeah, the ladified version.
Yeah.
Sexified version.
Rule 64.
Oh, anyway. But
No, it's not Rule 64. No.
it's no, we're not the children. The children.
They don't pay attention to me. The children near me don't even pay attention to me.
All right, so Casey, you want to go in depth about your cosplay you're gonna plan on do? Because I know you did a little bit last time we were talking about it.
I mean, well, I'm gonna be. I want to start an Elsa costume.
Mm-hmm.
Or not an Elsa, sorry, an Anna from Frozen. I can't do blonde wigs ever. My skin tone's just too yellow, so I can't really do blonde wigs, especially not the color Elsa's hair is.
Mm-hmm.
But I do really like Anna, and so I want to cosplay as Anna. So, but like her version has a lot of really intricate detail, in terms of embroidery on the skirt, embroidery on the corset, and some kind of weird, looks like a print or an applique on her cape thing. So it's gonna be a lot of planning ahead of time before I actually figure out how I'm gonna do it. And a lot of hand stitch. Oh my god, I'm gonna because I don't have an embroidery machine, so I'll be hand stitching all the embroidery.
Even from the top cosplayers, that is notoriously the worst thing to do.
No, it's awesome. I love hand. I love hand embroidery. It's actually relaxing for me.
Oh, it is for you, man.
Yeah.
You are a special person.
No, I hate hand stitching. Which is really weird because I hate hand stitching. If I'm making a garment or something, or if I'm doing lining, I hate hand stitching. But if it's actually embroidery, I really like it. I'm a weirdo.
I've heard lots of complaints in that regard. Oh my god, I just spent 30 hours putting on 3 things. Ugh.
Oh yeah, I mean it sucks, but usually that's when I'm marathoning whatever anime or whatever TV show or movie marathon that I'm doing, and I'll just sit there.
Or listen to a podcast.
Yeah, right. Or listen to a podcast like this crazy awesome one we're currently making right here.
Yeah.
Stitching for me, it's the stress of having to A, make a straight line, B, make uniform stitch length.
Mm-hmm.
And keep the seam allowance correct. And it's just a bear. But when you're doing embroidery, it's if you make the stitch too short, you can go back and fix it. There's ways to do it, and then you're making a pretty picture, so it's more interesting. It's not as tedious.
Right.
So.
Whereas hand stitching, you're just sitting there and you're not really probably even going to see the detail of whatever hand stitch you're doing because it's probably on some lining or some other whatever.
Yeah.
Whereas embroidery, it's oh, look at this pretty thing that I'm making. It's so pretty.
Yeah.
My experience with hand stitching is simple. I suck. I mean, for me, I have to fix my headband from when I used to do martial arts. I'm just gonna bring it over here and be
you're just fuck it.
It's covered in blood. Just sew it.
Oh man.
I mean, what are you guys working on next? I know Zeneca mentioned.
Well, I'll go into my experience with embroidery because before Seneca, I was not allowed to use a sewing machine due to various reasons.
Go into these reasons, please.
Dude, freaking massacre of Tallahassee.
Yeah, anyway, so
Millions with a sewing machine.
I was very accustomed to hand sewing whenever I had to hand sew, so I kind of am okay with hand stitching. I would prefer a sewing machine because there's obvious benefits to it. And if there's 1 or 2 pieces of embroidery, I can do that. But if it's a whole pattern or lot across the bottom of a dress or something, there's no way I like a Cardcaptor Sakura, or what is it?
Something reservoir
clamp.
stuff?
No, like a clamp kind of dress with all that.
Yeah.
There's no way I would be.
That's my current battle with Anna because there's literally it's like how Zelda has her dress. Zelda's Twilight Princess dress has this really intense embroidery all on the bottom edge, but it comes up halfway up the bottom of the skirt because it's that repetitive pattern.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like looking at this with Anna, and I'm like, I'm going to fucking die.
And then you gotta make it like flow correctly, so if it's not stitched on in the right way, it won't sit correctly.
Exactly, because then it bunches up really funny, and then other stuff, and you're just like, I'm going to die.
Oh man, that is tough stuff right there.
That's why I'm like sitting here. I'm like, am I really going to do this cosplay? Yeah.
Encourage it.
Vegetarian ham.
Abomination unto God.
Stop! What do you get off the tumblers or whatever you're doing? I'm gonna destroy you.
A friend of mine posted this awesome picture of this other Anna that another girl was doing that she was hand stitching. I was like, how the hell are you doing that? I would die. Because I can't even count how many panels of hand stitching that she would have to do, and I can't even. It was ridiculous.
No.
Yeah, that's the simple answer. No.
No. I'm good. I have other priorities there. Yeah. Oh well. All right. So that's what we're all doing, I think. I don't know what I'm making for the future though. Realistically, I aside from the Reggies, which I was going to challenge Jax to the next Iron cosplayer.
But alas, I'm still gonna challenge this.
I need a new challenger to like face off against. I don't know.
Well, it's not gonna be me.
I hear that a lot. Huh?
And I'm going to be the blackest Sailor Uranus.
Oh my god.
Oh well. Yeah, my Sailor Pluto wig. I'm waiting for every time the contest to go on their Facebook. I mean, not the contest. They actually got like 100,000 likes on their Facebook page. So they're having a sale, not a contest.
Different, less spammy.
Yeah. So go to their Facebook page and see that. I'm waiting for that sale to come up. So I can buy my Pluto wig in the West. I gotta add to make it like super long and thick. And it's gonna be what's the other thing I forgot? It was the rally. Oh yeah, and Roxy Lalonde from Homestead. That'll be like probably my last cosplay unless I decide to do that.
Well, here's another. Well, that brings up like another big thing. Like, I mean, what kind of wig companies do you usually go to? Like, whenever you're looking for cos? Because I mean, obviously, I work for Epic Cosplay, which is a wig company. There's Arda, which is also a really good wig company. Are there other like wig companies that maybe we should let other cosplayers know about? That as options.
I actually bought a wig from Epic Cosplay that I like. My go-to is Arda because they ship so fast. And I have their swatch ring, so I'm really familiar. Like, I'm firsthand, like, what color is this? I can put it on my skin tone and compare it.
There's no guesswork with it.
Yeah, there's no guesswork. The only guesswork might be the style.
Mm-hmm.
So Arda is first for me only because, the swatch ring I have. Match Wig, I bought a wig from them. Their wigs are shiny sometimes, but if you powder them or hairspray them a little, you can kill that a little. And Epic Cosplay has some good wigs. I've ordered one wig from them, but I liked it. Other than that, sometimes I will go to eBay. I'm kind of leery of eBay because I've got some really bad wigs from eBay.
I don't do the eBay thing anymore.
Yeah,
been burned too many times.
Very last option where I literally could not find the style and color combination I want of anybody else, because that's pretty quick. I think I've
Okay. So ironically, the last wig I ever purchased on eBay was actually an Epic Cosplay wig, which is why I'm so addicted to Epic Cosplay now, and why I also work for them. Like, literally, the last wig I ever ordered off eBay was in, like, my freshman year of college. It was, like, fall of 2009, and, like, I bought this beautiful, like, I was on eBay, I'm looking for a wig, and it's like, ships from the US, free shipping, blah, 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 and I'm like, this is too good to be true, but I'm just gonna get it. Comes in, it's like the most beautiful wig I've ever gotten, and yeah, I just, like, kind of bought Epic Cosplay wigs ever since, and then, started working for them last year, so then I was like, I think I'm just gonna stay here. And I mean, I love Arda wigs, too. They're, they've got some really gorgeous styles, really, like, I love their, multicolors.
Hey, Casey.
Yeah.
Do they do sponsorship? Nudge, nudge.
Hey, you never know. You can totally work on it.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yes, guys.
Well, not
I
much.
mean, like, there definitely is opportunity for it,
Oh, no, I'm just kicking ideas around. That's gonna happen, I guarantee you. Oh, no. Maybe.
Yeah. We can always have.
Anyway. But
You can also get free wig credit though, like if you submit an entry and just show us your moves with like a wig, a wig that you currently use. So Seneca, you'd be totally game for that.
Yeah. Free.
Or no, not coupons. Yeah.
Yeah, you get like a gift certificate.
All companies have some sort of like rewards program. Arda works with, I forgot what the company is, but it's a little red flag on the right side of the website. And I've actually almost got enough points saved up for a $75 wig certificate right now. Because between the commission and the wigs I buy for myself. Magic, you get points for purchases, and I think you get points for a coupon for doing a review and linking them to it.
No, it's not. Basically, for Epic, how our reward system works is basically because I was actually the director of marketing for Epic, but then I had to step down when I took my other full-time job. What we do right now is if you write basically it's a blog post off of our, and I'll link you to it later. Basically, there's a little thing where you can write your name, what cosplay you're doing, blah blah blah, what wig you're using of ours, and give a little story about your cosplay, and then you automatically get a gift certificate back for like $10-15 depending on quote unquote how descriptive you are with that blog post. And then for the rewards program, then for every, I can't remember for the life of me right now, my brain is dying. But I believe it's like for every $1 you spend or whatever, you get a point, and then you can redeem the points for additional wigs, or you don't even have to save them up. Essentially, you could even take it off of your next purchase. So say if you bought 2 wigs now and you got 35 points, you could take 35 points off your next wig purchase there, or if you want to save them up and get just a free wig, etc., whatever.
Oh, okay. Well,
oh yeah, here it is. Okay, I found the email I got from that week. It says you can share your amazing cosplay with us by submitting your photos via our Facebook, Instagram, or Tumblr. Just be sure to use hashtag matchwigs and the corresponding hashtag found at our product pages. So you basically have to post it on one of your social media and link them to it, and they'll give you loyalty.
Ways to save money.
Yep.
Save money, people.
Yes. Ease the burden on thine cosplayer pockets.
We have pockets.
Well, you should be pockets. How else are you gonna hide your
Most of my cosplays require a giant afro. I just hide it in the afro.
Oh yeah, well you have the afro.
Yeah, I wish I had an afro to do that with.
Everyone does. Why do you think me and Nabashin are supernovas when it comes to afros?
Oh my god.
I love Nabashin's afro. It's magical.
Everything is amazing.
Nabashin is a magical.
He trolled me so hard one of the years he was there because I was complimenting him on his cosplay. I was like, "This is the most awesome cosplay I've ever seen." He was like, "You look just like him." And he was like, "Oh really?"
That's amazing. You don't say. Oh my god. It's not as bad as Nick Mignogna thing.
Oh god.
We're not going there.
That's fine. We'll save that for next time or some other time.
That's for the next show.
Oh man.
I'm about to say.
All right. Let's see.
But yeah.
Moving on, we're going to talk about. Ooh, wait, should we take a break? What time is it? Let's check the recording times. Yeah, we can take a break. You guys want to take a break, get some water, walk a dog, get food? I don't know, whatever the case may be.
I'm eating watermelon right now.
Walk. He said, walk a dog.
Okay.
You people are not hearing me. I will get my revenge.
You have no
you won't.
revenge to get.
Okay.
You sit in your corner.
All right. So we'll be right back after these messages from our made-up sponsors.
From our made-up.
Are you a badass with a cold shoulder? Come to Slag Shoulder Lolly Emporium. We have all kinds of lollies for you to choose from. We got big lollies, small lollies, lollies. Yeah, guys, that's the thing. We have so many lollies for you to choose from. We are having a sale this week. Buy one, get two free. To make your badass enough to handle more than one, come to Slag Shoulder Lolly Emporium off the corner of Sunset and Never.
Our fictional supporter, sponsor person, us usually, because we're crazy. It's schizophrenic.
That was so fun.
Yeah, I love that Blue's Clues.
No. That was
just us being nerds.
we got more mail during the break.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we got well, you guys were singing the Blues Clues song, so I mean, you should know. The mail.
Yeah, I'm the weirdo that's not at your house right now.
Oh, the mail lady was. Carrier was something. She heard the song.
And she probably then ran the fuck away.
She.
Why she would have.
Yeah. Oh well, we got decals, and what else do we get? Like stuff.
Decals, like nail decals.
Car decals.
Oh, it's considerably less interesting to me.
And I got little mailing stickers put on my boxes and things that I mail to people because I don't want to waste my tags. I was putting my sewing tag in.
Ooh.
Mm.
Yeah, I got stickers for stuff I mail off too. It's really awesome. Yay! Just a little hay made by Chris Knives. Or Final Cosmic Core, whatever the case is, depending on who's asking for it.
I want a pony drawn on the next thing I get. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Hey, if someone ever requests stuff drawn on boxes, I swear I'm gonna laugh.
No, I don't make those requests. I'm not Domino's. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna talk about cotton.
Yes.
Or is it broadcloth? Yes, broadcloth cotton.
Entry level fabric.
Beginners.
Something that I eat, I guess. I don't
Stop eating materials.
That's all I know.
For cosplayers, cotton broadcloth is usually like the first fabric they think of to make their cosplay with, and that's because, hey, it's cotton, so you know how to work with it, and it's usually really cheap, like within $2.99 to about $6 range.
It has some stretch, but not too much. So
Just don't be like me when I first started and start with costume satin. Don't do it. It's bad.
Don't wait. What was it? Costume satin?
Costume satin, the super shiny stuff that rips and frays as soon as you touch it,
Oh.
that stuff.
It
Yeah,
frays like crazy.
Costume satin is probably the worst one you could pick. Go with the dress satin. If you're going to do that.
Do we want to rant about how bad costume satin, or are we going to talk about broadcloth?
Oh my god, no, we're gonna just...
Well, I could go on and on about it, but the three main things I'll say is it's really unflattering, being photographed.
God, yeah.
It just takes the camera flash and it gives all of it back to you in the worst way possible.
That camera flash.
It's really just terrible to work with because it has a really loose weave, so when you cut it, it just frays when you looking at the edge of it. It just starts fraying.
Yeah, you can just basically kiss your costume goodbye at that point.
You do a ton of fabric tack. Even before you cut it, just fabric tack a line and then cut that.
Yeah.
You decide to not listen to anybody's advice. You buy a couple bottles of fabric tack.
Oh, I think what might be interesting.
No, it's freight check.
Freight check, yeah. Freight check, sorry. Yeah, freight check, sorry. It's made of largely plastic, right?
Well, yeah, it's usually polyester.
So, I think what might be interesting, because I'm crazy and I make stuff out of wood tools.
Yes, you could feel the edge of it with a lighter. If you're a beginner, you don't want to try that.
No. What I mean is, I have a wood burning tool. What if instead of cut it with scissors, I cut it with a wood burning tool?
Yes, idea. I like this idea.
No, because he has too many ideas that end in fires.
No, the wedge one, not the knife. The wedge, I think, would melt it and cut it as it was going.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, regardless of you cut it.
Well, so then you obviously have to tuck the edges anyway. You won't be able to see the slightly.
Going to itch.
Okay,
But,
well.
the point of the matter is the fabric stinks and you don't want to work with it, even if you can cut it, like with your wood cutting tool.
I have to choose between broadcloth and costume satin.
Okay, I was just throwing ideas out there of like creative ways of dealing with that particular problem.
To be cosplayers to do things that might end in fire.
Good.
It's good if you want to be
It'll-
warm. It's not good if you want to make clothes.
Ah,
But anyway, back to broadcloth.
the good
broad-
stuff. Yeah, the stuff you can actually use.
comes in an excellent variety of colors. Like, you can literally find it in just about any color. It's really easy to dye. You can't find it in the color you want.
With was it the rather rig dye, right? The rig dye, hot
Yeah, the rig dye.
quenching.
Shoot. Yeah, Rit dye, just about any dyes. There's a bunch of different dyes. Rit is probably the most popular brand. You can find it in the grocery store.
So you want to talk about like 2 or 3 different ways of dyeing it, like just a little bit of detail in each one.
Well, the easiest and best is Rit dye.
So how would you, just a real simple way of doing, what would you?
Well, actually, Rit has a bunch of ways to dye it. Now we're talking about dye.
Yeah, I don't know.
You literally throw it in the washing machine and dye it. There's instructions on the website and the bottle, or the package if you decide to buy the dry mix. You can hot water dye it. Make sure, one, that the water you use is not too hot for your fabric. Throwing salt or vinegar, depending on what fabric you're using, will help the dye set better. Monitor the temperature, so you probably want to use a thermometer.
Like
You don't want the water to be boiling.
I think you used like a cookie thermometer, or no, candle thermometer. Yeah.
'Cause you don't need the water that hot.
But it's still good to like look at it that way. Yeah.
There is a sweet spot temperature for different fabrics.
Yeah, there is.
So what do you mean? What have you done, Casey, with dyeing then?
I have dyed. I haven't actually. I actually dye wigs more than I dye fabric. I did do a couple of. I did dye a little bit of fabric here. That I was working on my Isabel costume from Animal Crossing, which I've now like tossed out the window, and it's going to the like depths of hell. Yeah, except for the fact that like I was like self-screen printing all the lines onto the vest, and then realized I made the vest too small, so then I just like rage quit and threw it out the window.
Wow.
I was so pissed. I was so mad because I hand dyed the fabric because I couldn't find a color in the cotton I wanted, because I used Kona, but I didn't have a color that I wanted, so I dyed white Kona to the green that I wanted, and it came out to be the perfect green. And then I found the perfect like screen print ink to like manually do all the lines, and then after I put all the fabric together to make the vest, it was like 3 inches too small, and I was just like, I'm fucking done.
Oh.
See, Casey, I know you could sew. You probably could have sold that on eBay or Etsy or something.
I might just finish it and just say screw it and just put it up on eBay.
Oh, jeez. Ooh, that's rough.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm definitely, I'm more experienced dyeing with wigs than I am with fabric, so.
We'll save that for wigs. We will.
Right.
Yeah.
Wig day.
Go on and on about wigs, but
Girl, don't you get between me and my wig.
more about dyeing. The other way I usually use is bucket dyeing.
I love bucket dye.
Only thing is, you probably want to, when you're bucket dyeing, because you have to basically transfer hot water from stove to a bucket. When you pour it, you're going to lose some temperature. So when you heat it up on the stove, you want to have it a little hotter, because you can always bring the temperature down with like colder water, or just by pouring it. But yeah, those are the 3 main ways. And with bucket dyeing, you also want to make sure you put down some plastic or something.
There will be. There will be spots, no matter how careful you are. Little drippy droppies. Ugh.
They're like orbiting dye drops. They will attack you.
Oh man.
But yeah, cotton. It's easy to sew. I mean, it does spray, but it's really easy to manage.
Yeah.
Right.
Usually it's all along. If it's like a string, it's along the same line.
Where to the fabric is gonna spray a little, but and it's really easy to tear too, because usually it's woven straight. So you can literally like cut it on one edge and then tear it along the grain.
Mhm.
So the best thing for like squares and rectangles.
I find that extremely convenient because I don't cut the straightest lines, so I do that trick.
I I literally made an entire costume where I did not do any, like I didn't use a ruler at all because it was all rectangular,
Mm-hmm.
like snip and then tear
Mm-hmm.
a tube.
That's just
Yeah, that was the best. That was the easiest costume I ever made, except the details. Because I mean, the details were like rectangular panels too, but there was so much applique on the arms and legs of that.
Oh man, and I don't know. It's pretty easy to get through the sewing machine because in the heavier fabrics they bunch up, and the foot is I guess really well tuned, or maybe our machines the tension is really well tuned for cotton.
My machine's pretty basic. I want to upgrade it, so it's probably gonna be like a basic sewing machine for sale too. But
Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to worry quite as much about like pulling on the fabric and getting like bunching with.
easy to
With
pin,
cotton.
like so probably twice the layers as you would like a heavier fabric.
Yeah, it's pretty light. It's a light fabric usually.
You'll want to use multiple layers because broadcloth on one layer is pretty much see-through.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, depending on what you're doing, yeah, it can be pretty see-through.
I actually like making head bandanas with the broadcloth for masks for when I'm in a mech or something because people you can't see your face obviously in it, but you can see right through that stuff when it's pressing into your eyes.
Oh yeah.
The only time it doesn't work is if a stage light hits it and you're basically blind.
Woohoo!
It catches the light and immediately you can't see anything.
And then you fall off the stage and everyone laughs.
That's the that's the point where I like awkwardly.
Okay, some people will be concerned.
Mhm.
Some people will be concerned, but they will feel guilty laughing.
Yeah.
I would just sit there and be like, Psha! No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
no. I'll just sit back and be like, I'm sorry, but it's funny. At the same time, helping you with your bleeding corpse.
Mhm. I know.
I hope he wouldn't just die by falling off the stage. That would be unfortunate.
I know sometimes people who make the like masks are tempted for a lighter mesh, but you end up using 2 or 3 layers anyway once you start playing with it. So broadcloth cotton is great for that. You can see right through it if you. Yeah, you can. I just have experience. I know.
Things that don't require any stretch. If you want something that stretches, then you don't want to use the type of broadcloth. But if it's just like hanging or some dresses, a lot, well, you know, like the lighter.
Mhm. Huh?
I also find that cotton's really good for anything that you need like a stiff pleat on because
Yeah.
it's easier to iron. Like, you know, you can't take your stretch fabric like jersey and assume that you're going to be able to get a pleated skirt out of it. Whereas for cotton, if you throw a little bit of interfacing through the underneath it, and through the layer, and then you can iron it, it'll sit there and hold.
Oh, Jax, I know you've done a little bit of stowing.
Yeah. Before I actually got really in depth with cosplay, I had to hand sew everything. I mean, when I used to do a comp team members, I had to hand sew my freaking clothes. They ended up becoming bathrooms by the end of their lifespan, but
They held up at least, right?
I'll,
They held up at least, right?
yeah, I still have them. They hold up fairly well. I mean, basic cotton will survive so long as you know what you're doing. Well, not even then.
Yeah, not even then you can do all right.
I still don't know what I'm doing, and I use those things in my bathrooms. But
Those are some badass bathrobes.
dude, you have no idea. Like I walked out of a shower in a con as an Akatsuki member, being like, "Ladies, would you like your to smell like me?" Well, too bad. Slam door.
Oh man, I know the Akatsuki things are usually in the coat fabric or the heavier fabrics, but I think it did okay with like a little bit of backing or a lining or something.
Yeah, that doesn't really matter, but I don't
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely just use a little bit of interfacing or something, and it it has a really heavy look to it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know into that. I think my first one when I did Kusame was one layer of cotton, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
It's still around, kind of. And then I kind of learned how to do layering, and then that one died, but that was my fault.
Hmm.
Short version, do not wear a cosplay through a storm and expect it to survive. Ever.
Ever.
That,
Not unless you're Elsa from Frozen. Then maybe.
You really like that character, don't you? I got the feeling. I'm getting.
Damn straight.
seriously, why? Oh well, Elsa's cool.
Well,
Elsa.
I mean, considering the fact that she's currently causing a snowstorm outside my apartment, maybe
Huh?
I don't like her very much right now. But...
No, she's doing a drive-by with Articuno. That's all it is.
Whoosh! Dude, some fan art needs to exist now of Elsa and Articuno. This needs to happen.
Like whoever's listening to this, if I don't see fan art of
I'm
Elsa,
Googling it right now.
I'm pretty sure they're finding it quite right. The internet. It's
I mean, there's been, Elsa and Jack Frost. Yep, there's Elsa
Frozen.
and Articuno pictures.
really in your internet, you're so quick. You're too quick.
I just sent it to Chris. I mean, there's one. I mean, immediately the day after Frozen came out, I freaking saw like Elsa Jack Frost
Frozo.
ship fan art.
Oh no, it was a Frozo cosplay, I think. No. It was
it was Frozen fan art.
Yeah, I remember it was Frozo fan art. Anyway, Rar, Cotton. So what are the things you probably shouldn't be doing with Cotton?
Fire.
Burning it.
Bodysuit.
Yeah, bodysuits. That's what I was gonna say.
Crazy saggy.
Yeah.
Or just like
Formal gowns.
Formal gowns? Why? What's the problem with that? They
Because
don't-
usually formal gowns usually have like a more
Draping kind of look.
draping kind of look or like a shiny satinish kind of look. I mean, it depends on the gown, I guess.
Yeah, but it's
You know.
also, formal gowns are elegant. They're decadent. They're supposed
Yeah.
to be made of winter fabrics because it's a luxury item.
Yeah.
So
Whereas cotton is like the not so luxury item.
yeah, cotton's like your everyday fabric, literally.
Yeah.
Just like the peasant fabric.
According to the TV,
I
it's
get
the
it.
fabric of our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
man.
a sateen or heck, even compared to satin, actually, satin's more of a luxury fabric.
Unless it's costume satin. Then it can burn in hell.
I think my first cosplay when I didn't know anything about it, I tried to match the feel or the color, like the texture, because texture is my like one thing to go to before anything. I may have made my first bodysuit out of not stretchy material. I don't know if it was a cotton.
It was probably woven though. Was it uncomfortable?
No, it wasn't uncomfortable. It bunched up in the belly crotch area. It didn't look good. It looked like really weird pajamas, like oddly tight pajamas.
Right in the crotchal area.
Especially crotchets.
Yeah.
Clearly, there was just a very big emphasis needed right in the crotchal area.
Well, it was cut lower for obvious reasons than the bodysuit's plan, or and it just looked like long johns that were a little too tight.
Even long johns are made out of stretch fabric though.
So
So you darn goofed.
yeah, it was okay. It was. I immediately bought my bodysuits after that. I just said, it's just $35 for bodysuits, cheaper than what I spent to make one. You know what I mean?
Well, because you have to sit there and actually make one, and oh my god, I hate sewing stretch fabric so much.
Oh man.
Guys, my dog's asleep.
Oh my god, he's supposed to be here helping us be doing podcast. He's part of the show. What is he doing?
He's,
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
We need a bark. We need a ruff, ruff, ruff.
we have to teach him to bark for commercials.
We'll get him to work for commercials eventually.
Oh man. What else would you guys say? Have you had bad experience with it? Like it won't hold up.
Well, I mean, for broadcloth, for normal cotton or Kona cotton, stuff like that, I mean, I love it. Like, it's my go-to fabric for pretty much everything that would require cotton.
Yeah, my very first cosplay, and I'll link it to you on cosplay.com because I think I have it up here. 2001. It was literally made out of broadcloth. It wasn't bad. Actually, it was very well made. I'm trying to think though.
I don't know. The colors tend to be really flat though.
Yeah, well, sometimes.
Yeah.
You can fix that with dye if you think the color's kind of different.
Well, I mean, also if you like decide to layer 3 to 4 layers of broadcloth when you're making your stuff, it's not nearly as bad.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's definitely advisable, and it's really cheap, so it's not like a bad idea to.
But then at 2 or 3 layers, is it actually cost effective to do it rather than going for say the $6 like?
Yeah,
difference?
I mean, at this point, like, you know, I remember one of my cosplays when I layered 4 layers of broadcloth.
Mm-hmm.
It was for my Lugia costume for OhioCon, which I only have like one picture of. That was before I knew of photographers and things.
Yeah.
But I mean, my Lugia costume was like 4 layers of broadcloth, and I was remembering thinking, like, as I was making it, it was fun because it was white, so it was like completely see-through. And so I got oh my god, I remember thinking I probably should have just gotten more expensive fabric.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I usually just go for Kona cotton now. I'm the biggest fan of Kona cotton ever. Just saying.
I'm thinking about it, like you're talking about the cost effectiveness, double layering or triple layering, and this is like without the sale. Hopefully, our cosplayers are shopping with coupons because that's the absolute best way.
Sign up for coupons in your name, your family members' names, your pets' names. They don't care when they.
They don't know.
And not your pet's name, but no, like if
Roughly the dog.
if your mom shops at Joanne a lot and you shop at Joanne a lot, stack those coupons because they'll do it. Like if you can get the coupon, try stacking. But like double or triple layering broadcloth looks like you'll get up to $9 a yard if you have to buy a yard for everything you're gonna use.
Exactly.
Good apparel fabrics like don't even always have the color selection that you want, that, you know, if you're going for a non-stretch. So it's like if you go to Joanne and get like some of the bottom weights, if you really want like a heavy thick fabric, you might have like a dozen colors where you got like 100 in broadcloth, and they usually range about $12, $13 a yard. So you're still coming under if you're paying $9 a yard for like 3 or 4 you know, 2 or 3 at least layers of cotton broadcloth. So if you do the math, sometimes you'll come under, sometimes you'll come just about the same, but then you don't have to pay the extra money for dye.
Yeah.
And then the layering has got to be tough with multiple. Like sewing something together like that's got to be hard.
It's not awful. I usually like use a stay stitch and to like keep the layers together.
Yeah, stay stitch or strategic pinning.
Mm.
In fact, even stapling. Some people I know staple.
Whew.
Or you just pin. Just pin.
Because
Just pinning.
I mean, the other thing that I've taken to start using in terms of like lining things a little bit, just using muslin, because that's even cheaper than broadcloth most of the time. And like, I mean, you can't see it. It just provides the the covering underneath, so you can't see through it.
Oh yeah, if you use it on the very inside layer, then and muslin. Oh, if you're a muslin, if you want to start doing muslins, because I know sometimes like, oh, I gotta buy this and I gotta buy this fabric. Joanne has a sale. Hancock has a sale every so often where you can get an entire bolt of muslin for like
$24.
oh my god, yeah, we did that. It was amazing.
I bought that. We're still using it.
Yeah, it's good. It was a good deal. Ooh.
Yeah, so it's like every time they have those bulk sales, get the muslin because that way you can make your mock-up and work from that.
Exactly.
Take it in, take it out.
Or make copies of whatever you're doing with it then. Yeah.
Exactly. And you'll have your pattern, and it's not like a tissue paper pattern. It's actually like, a fabric pattern.
Doggy has woken up now.
Yeah, Docker. But when it's that cheap, it's really hard to argue.
Oh yeah, God yeah, because it's like how many yards are in a bolt of that? Like
5 yards on a bolt.
And it's taller. It's like 6 foot about. I don't know. It's pretty tall.
It's like a 60-incher. It's like 60 inches.
Or 60 inches, depending on which one you buy. But
I think ours is 60 inches because it's on the big roll. It's like leaning up
it's
in the.
Probably the 6 inches.
It's in the closet. It's like taller than you.
Oh yeah, go get it.
It's like taller than you.
Well, she's not.
Oh, God.
It's taller than when I unfold it.
So it's taller.
Seneca's just she's.
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh well.
You know what's funny?
Maybe I'm thinking about something else.
You know what's funny? When you said it's taller than you, all I could think of was like a new description of Seneca's height could be bolt sized.
How to measure a Seneca?
She's
How many?
adorable.
She's a bolt size.
She's adorable.
I love you, Seneca. You are the cutest.
Somewhere else right now.
She's looking for the bowl.
Oh, okay. It's not on the roll. It's not on the big upholstery roll. It's on the regular rolls you see regular fabric on.
Oh, buy the stuff on the stick. That's crazy.
Oh no, we got a really good deal on interfacing. Was it?
Pattern interfacing. I buy that on sale too when it's half price.
I think we got a whole like.
Oh.
Sometimes I draft my own patterns, and so it's like I got tired of buying it in small amounts. So when they had the interfacing sale, the pattern interfacing was on sale too, and I just bought a whole roll of it.
You know what was oh no, speaking of great sales at Joanna Half House, they all like at least probably once a month, every 2 months, they always have pattern sales for like $1.
Yep.
Get on that.
Get on that, cosplayers. That stuff is amazing.
I don't even buy patterns until I have a pattern.
Oh, you hold out. Or someone else is paying for it.
Yeah, this is the 16-inch market.
So yeah, I'll do it if someone I'll quote someone the pattern cost obviously, and I might luck out and get a deal on it, but otherwise I want to make sure I cover my costs.
Yeah. Guys, I'm completely off topic, but I'm seeing the cutest effing picture of little panda rice balls going into Japanese curry.
I want that so bad, but I would feel so guilty eating it because it's adorable.
I would not be able to eat those rice balls. I would not be able to. Which is funny because I actually have rice and curry in my fridge right now.
Oh,
and I'm
panda rice balls.
Do it.
Well, I don't have seaweed, so I can't actually make the panda rolls, but they're really cute. And maybe.
Oh. So I don't know what else we can talk about. Does it combine? Does cotton combine poorly or well with certain things? You think like
what do you mean combine?
Like if you sew it to something else, it doesn't hold up, or it snags, or it pulls on different materials.
I usually try to keep all my I'm like the weird person where I just don't like combining my fabric unless I absolutely have to for a costume. So I'm because I don't know, something just about the textures. Like if I combine satin and cotton or something like that, it just bothers the effing hell out of me. I just sit there and I'm like, oh.
It definitely depends on design and patterning. Like if you're doing stretch panels, like say you need the back of your dress to be stretchy, and the front of your dress to have that that cotton look. You can do it. It definitely takes some strategic patterning. You want to make sure and your sheens are right when it's weird.
Because then I know that coat linings, you've gotten the good fabric on the outside, and then put broadcloth on the inside.
Well, no. For lining, I either use satin or I use lining fabric.
Ah.
Now you don't put broadcloth. Broadcloth is stiff.
You
don't want to use that for a lining unless you want the factor of absorbing sweat. No, cotton's really good at that. I actually have a couple of costumes that for the inside of it, instead of lining fabric, I actually put cotton because lining fabric gets slimy when you sweat.
Ooh.
Yeah, okay, be real. We're cosplayers. We wear a costume 8 to 12 hours a day.
Right.
Some people, they do that 3 times a day changing. I'm too lazy for that. So I will wear my costume for 8 to 12 hours. And now that I'm working, for ASIN, I don't have time to change it between shifts. That's crazy.
Exactly.
So I have to wear and walk in sometimes 70+ degree weather from one hotel a block to the next hotel. It's I'm gonna sweat, and I'm just being real about it. So you want to make sure that your stuff is comfortable and then not have pit stains in your costume.
Oh man.
Oh, plus, not to mention for those ASAD ones, if you're going through the tunnels, it's 100 degrees in those damn things.
Oh my god, it's 100 degrees in human breath. Yes.
Oh yeah, ugh, not great.
Not cute, not fun.
Enclosed spaces, hundreds of thousands of people, or thousands of people in enclosed spaces.
Once again, is going through those tunnels, or at least the ones who haven't learned not to.
Yeah. Oh wow.
People all day sweating and breathing hard and talking and laughing and man, those tunnels are not pleasant about it. Sometimes there's literal like fog on the windows from breath and sweat.
Yeah, that's why I don't ever take them. Like I took the tunnels my first year, and I've never taken them. I've never taken them ever
They're
again.
a longer walk, considerably longer walk.
Yeah, they are. It's easier. Like I'd rather like be a little bit cold outside than to like run through those tunnels, because God knows what the hell's in those tunnels and what's living in those tunnels.
Literally rather be rained on than to go to those
I can make it okay, but eh.
Now that we've expressed our hate for the tunnels.
Oh man, all right. I guess we're pretty much done with cotton then, because it's unless we're going into like specific about tension and like use or whatever. I don't think. Eh.
The main thing you want to remember is it doesn't stretch. It's up on the bias, and then it doesn't even stretch that much. So you don't want to use it for something that you want to be more fitting and to move with your body. Like you don't want to try and make a second skin out of cotton bra.
Yeah.
No, because that's not gonna work. As evident by the bodysuit story, the crotch story.
The cheaper the better.
The cheaper, the
Not
cheaper the better for your pocket. But the cheaper the variety, usually the more likely it is to be see-through.
Yeah.
So either really cheap stuff you want to layer it, or make sure that it's over something that is going to be opaque. Because other than that, when you sweat, it's going to be all wet. You hear a contest up in here.
Yeah, you can go from like one fabric store to another and see, even if it's like $1 cheaper, it's like way thinner and it's not worth it.
Yeah, Kona's the best. The more expensive ones, they tend towards like $5 or up.
Mm-hmm.
They're a thicker one, so if you want to just not have to worry about layering, then go for the more expensive cloths. You'll still get the color selection, but it won't be as thin.
Mm.
The other thing is use your coupons.
Oh yeah.
Like any fabric.
They
Yeah.
sent I mean, especially Joann's. Like they send you like a 50% off coupon like every other week.
Yeah, sign up for those coupons and sign up for the text coupons too, because if you have a phone and you can get text and you don't have like that limited plan, like if you get unlimited texting, they send me text at least like 3 a month, I think.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
Yeah, and you can stack those on top of the same. Like if you get a 40% off and you get like a 25% off on your text, you can stack those.
Mm.
So, like, get those text coupons, get those.
And the email ones.
Print them out too.
Yeah, you actually go online and they'll have like ones for the day.
And if you sign up for the emails, you can like if you have email on your phone, because I do, and whoops, you forgot your paper coupon at home, you can literally go on their website and text a coupon to yourself while you're in.
Yeah.
Please don't do that while you're in line, because everybody will hate you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, pull it up before you get in line.
Yeah, but I have done that. I was like, oh man, I forgot my coupon, and then I was like, oh okay, I got an email, and then you can go on the website on your phone and text the coupon to your phone.
Well, I mean, the other thing is that sometimes if you just say, oh shoot, I forgot my coupon, they'll just give it to you anyway.
Well, yeah, but you don't want them to have to do that,
And
because
that's a man.
well, I don't know.
There's a myriad of them being available.
Obviously, you don't have to have a paper one in your.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's so many out there. It's crazy. Like, if you
Yeah.
think Joann's expensive, it's probably because they really expect you to be using other coupons, and you should be, because they put out so many. They're so prolific that you should be using them up.
Yeah, they're literally like everywhere you can get them, and I think there's an iPhone app now and an Android app. So you just coupons, use them. They're everywhere. You can pile them up.
The moral of this podcast is use your coupons.
Use them all.
Don't be embarrassed about it either. Some people are super embarrassed about coupons, like, oh, it's gonna catch fire if I. No.
Don't say that.
That's money.
That's money in your pocket for the next cosplay.
Ah.
Or food, someone might need food. Yeah.
It's a convention because you have money left.
Oh man.
Oh my god, money! Come on, and you get food!
Well.
Wait, you won't have to eat ramen all weekend at the con.
Let me see. Okay, well, if we're done with broadcloth, which I think we did a very extensive coverage, or at least a decently extensive coverage on it, or mostly coupons. Mostly coupons, I would say. Coupons, material of the day, very important.
No bodysuits, evidently.
greatest cereal of the day.
We're gonna be back after a quick commercial from our imaginary sponsors.
Woof woof.
Hello, sit down. Do you feel like your life is just too normal? Well, that's because you're boring, and we can't really help what you are. But at Supernatural Hotlines, we can help you attract all the weird you ever wanted and more. Want a giant monster to attack your town? Want a harem of sexy aliens to live with you for a week or two? We cover all the events you could ever wish for. Trying to impress that date tonight? Call us, and we can have a hero scenario ready within moments for a small fee. Here at Supernatural Hotlines, we do our very best to make all your wishes come true. Supernatural Hotlines is not liable for your safety during scenarios.
Can we have the last segment, I think? Yes. What's our last segment?
That is throwbacks.
Raw, because you guys moved around the Q&A. Ha, you destroying this podcast! This is anarchy!
That's what happens when you bring Casey onto the show. I destroy all order.
Oh, man.
Few stacks.
Om nom nom. Anyway, throwbacks.
Yes.
Alright, this is my favorite portion of the day, because this is the only thing I ever do. For my throwbacks, I chose two things that, God, I don't even remember how long ago these were even made. Fred Perry's The Legacy and Ben Dunn's Ninja High School.
Now, what are these things I've never heard of before?
They're technically, they're drawn manga style, and actually Legacy is actually drawn American comic style, because it is technically American comic, but it has so many homages to like anime and fighting games that it's ridiculous. And Ben Dunn's Ninja High School is pretty much manga style. I should have brought the first one here because I have most of the original 30 at home.
So what are they about, respectively? Tell us, because...
Okay. Legacy, pretty much basic format. Ancient evils coming back to destroy the world, blah blah blah, take over. And these kids must stop it, but there's a catch. Well, there's a little bit of a twist with this one. The kids are reincarnations of themselves from thousands of years past.
Mm-hmm.
So they pick or they represent certain classes in a D&D campaign. So you have the fighter, you have the paladin, you have the mage. The mage is a small Asian girl who is like super smart. The rogue, where she's pretty much introduced where this giant gorilla-like monster is about to attack somebody. She like balances a shotgun on his head and like pops him. But I love that part.
He likes the female characters in this show, I can tell.
It came out of nowhere, showboating. But yeah, I never got a chance to read throughout all of the Legacy because I don't know what happened. Antarctic Press stopped coming to cons, I guess. I haven't seen them recently, but I bought the first couple of Legacy anthology books from them, and I never got a chance to come back to them again. So, Antarctic Press, if you're still around, please come back to cons. I need to get the rest of the books from you.
Is it all available online, maybe?
Most of them you buy online. I mean, the link I sent you is Antarctic Press itself.
Ah.
You can't get a Ninja High School from them anymore because Ben Dunn actually shipped it. But you can still get them. Anyway, speaking of Ninja High School, it is. Oh man, if you know the original format for Tenchi Muyo, then you know Ninja High School by memory.
Okay.
Oh, pretty much high school kid, the ordinary life. Then out of nowhere, a alien woman comes into his life and demands his hand in marriage after a while. And then you have this massive cast of characters. It is a beautiful series that when I was in high school, I would go to the comic shop and buy one a day. That's how much I love this series.
So what was the best part of the series? Like, why would I buy it? Because I don't read.
The best part of the series is, yeah, it has homages to Tenchi Muyo, but instead of having the Ryoko is technically a panda girl.
Ah.
She looks like a panda.
looks like a panda ears, panda fatness.
Or
Oh, okay, it's a panda girl. Okay,
instead of a cat girl, instead of a dog girl, you get panda girl instead.
that's something I haven't seen.
I want to be a panda girl.
This is the from this series.
Pandas are the best animals ever, second only to my dog.
Actually, let's see.
No one will be outclassed by Kiba.
No animal can outclass my dog.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, yeah. Let me actually see if I can link in our docs because I don't think I actually showed a good picture of her. Because she's kind of hard to. Oh no, yeah, she is a panda girl. I thought she was Yeah, I thought she was furry. No, she's not. She just has the panda ears.
Oh, okay, that's okay.
Yeah, but it's been so long since I've read the series through. I guess I had a few.
As a recommendation, don't Google panda girl because you get a couple of really odd ones in the bunch.
I'm pretty sure.
Why would you suggest it?
Casey, turn your safe search back on.
What did you do?
She didn't. She doesn't have that safe search on. You know, you have to manually turn it off. I wonder why Casey's is turned off.
Wait, what?
Nothing. All right.
No, mine's
What
the safe search
is
is on.
It's the panda girl. I remember now.
Is
I
this the panda girl you were looking for?
Yes, I finally remember why my brain shut down. She has a human form that she uses to disguise herself, but she is officially a panda.
Yeah.
Right. You can't hide from me.
Here's a better panda girl. This
No.
one's
What?
Why are you linking panda girls?
No, these are not going up on the docket.
Oh,
You are bad. No. What is?
You
No.
did this to yourself. The sad thing is the safe search is
Why
on.
you keep?
stop linking panda prawn.
Okay, hey,
Stop
it's
what
not
you're
prawn.
doing.
It's not prawn. It is not prawn.
To you,
Oh.
I linked one
Some
that actually.
people are more discreet about things than others. It's, like technically,
Oh my god.
whatever. Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
I linked
Back
you,
to throwbacks.
actual panda girl.
Wait.
Yo,
Oh.
Anyway, back to throwbacks.
yeah. Chris went back hard.
Look, I'm going through Crunchyroll. I watched my Beyond Souls. I caught up to my Kill la Kill. I'm like, yeah, what's Naruto doing right now? I hear that they're gonna end the series, and the creator doesn't know what he's gonna do to defeat some in guy. I don't know.
You gave him a game shark and forgot what he was gonna do.
So I'm like, so I'm not gonna read the manga. I'm gonna watch the anime, and I just watched like 5 episodes. I didn't even watch the middle episodes. Just watched the ending, what they're doing right now. I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. And Toby's doing no. It's right now they're dealing with Kakashi's friend. So that's
Don't spoil it.
Kakashi has lots of friends. He could be killing Guy for all you know.
I would be happy with that. Like, can that happen?
Yes, sure. Guy can die. Guys, just Guy dies. Actually, he does. He does die. So does Kakashi. Kakashi dies too. Spoilers.
Spoilers!
So, you guys don't know, Hinata dies. Who else dies?
That actually
Let's
has
go
to
with
do.
everyone dies.
Yeah, everyone dies.
Harry Potter, everyone dies.
Yeah. So, I guess can't do spoilers, but I just wanted to check up on it. And there's some cool. I like Naruto because they have a lot of good concepts for like fighting. A lot of times you'll see like cop outs like lasers and swords or whatever gun things you're gonna do, but with the ninjutsu and the genjutsu and taijutsu, you get a lot of variety in how each character has a style and how they use it, and you sit through like half the episode going, I know there's a trick and they're gonna explain what's going on. I'm gonna figure out what they're doing, and it's be some cool ninja trick and exposition, and it's like one of the few times in an anime where I'm like, I want that exposition.
Mhm.
See, I'm telling you, they do this.
Well, it's not like Dragon Ball Z where okay, Dragon Ball Z has about the same length of fighting. Like it could take 5 episodes to get through a fight, right? But they intermingle it with interesting concepts, and it's not just them going the whole time. They change the way they fight in every episode, and they have to deal with different things. Plus, Naruto does split arcs, I should say. Like they're dealing with like 3 people in their BS the whole time. Yeah, you don't get too bored with anything at one time, and you don't work through too quickly, I suppose.
It gives you an even pace. That's the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
Like, have an arc with some side characters, and then actually have an arc with Naruto, and you're like, oh, well, what's Naruto doing?
Yeah. I'm getting my Naruto fix, but then I like kind of care about the Haji or something, you know. That's what I like about it. It's really good. Like,
What?
I think Haji's a Naruto character.
Hachi and Naruto? How far back am I?
I don't know. I'm really bad with names. I just threw a name out there. We're gonna say
Haji is
I'm gonna laugh. It's not going to be actually in the anime, and you're gonna be completely wrong.
I'm gonna make. It's very likely I could be very easily wrong.
Haji was actually a ninja. Zim Zim Zala Zim is actually a jutsu. We just didn't know.
What?
Oh my god.
So you don't remember that shenanigan bullshit that in Johnny Quiz, Haji would just randomly say Zim Zim Zala Zim and shit would flow. No questions were asked. It was just shit. I'm from India. This is what we do. Oh, you racist ass show.
What are you trying to convey here, Seneca? Because you're doing the dance of I'm thinking things.
Oh,
Did you figure out vegetarian ham?
No, I found a link from some stuff about
Oh man.
Wait, did you find out the secret of vegetarian ham yet?
Oh my god.
that. Like, don't even talk to me about that. I don't have the software to like process.
I'm not dealing with that right now. Oh god.
I just want to know what vegetarian
I want to
ham
know
is.
why is that a thing. Like, I
Why is
understand-
it chicken flavored? Let's ask that question.
Okay, well that is a detail. That's like a subcategory of why is that a thing. But no, it's like I understand microwave pork rind better than I understand chicken flavored vegetarian ham.
But why? Why is
Yeah,
The answer is because we can.
Oh my god.
Because America.
I can't even. I can't.
That's a very specific market to be pandering to.
Like, man, that is the tiniest niche of a market.
You gotta cover everything, apparently.
You gotta cover everybody's taste. Because nobody wants that in their mouth.
Oh my god. What is this conversation coming to?
Oh man.
I actually looked at that and think, man, I want to eat a sandwich made of that. Or maybe like some soup. Like some ham and bean soup or something. But
Chicken ham.
Alright, so what's the world of Harry Potter doing these days?
Yeah.
World of Harry Potter is kind of not doing really well. There is that. I don't know if you guys heard about how J.K. Rowling is now rolling, whatevering. But no, she's partnering up with Warner Brothers to like write a new movie, like kind of set in like the Harry Potter world, but it's not gonna have any of the old characters.
Yeah, and the Harry Potter fandom is absolutely like throwing a party because they've been dormant for how long?
They'll emerge from the cocoons after
Yeah,
13 years, and they'll be covering everything.
Oh my god. Well, I'm excited. Well, I've been on a Harry Potter like binge the last couple of weeks now because I've been like, well, no, actually, it's been like the last couple of days, but yeah, days, weeks, whatever. But I've been like just watching like cast interviews and stuff like that, and there is some funny shit. Like there are some great interviews and press conferences with the cast, and I kind of like wish that like I would pretty gladly throw my money at Harry Potter remakes or something.
Mm-hmm. Or remakes.
Well, not a remake, really for a remake,
Like
but
a prequel or a universe.
Well, I mean, I just love the Harry Potter cast. That if they like just got together and did some crack movie, I would throw money at it because the cast.
that fan produced video, the one where it's like a wizarding battle or something over some artifact.
No, I don't think so.
Linksies.
Like a while back ago.
Yeah,
Like a
Linksies. I should link you the hilarious portion of this press conference that I was watching earlier, where like Neville is like, in typical Neville fashion, I must now go use the loo, so I'm gonna run the hell. Or in typical Neville, why is it always me fashion? I'm going to now run out and use the loo, and I'm just like,
So let me get this straight.
Add linksies, Casey. Casey, give linksies. I need them.
I find shit. Where's the linksy?
I did
Let's
discover
find the linksy.
that to be like an unattractive kid, or like a homely kid, and then to come back a couple of years later and be like smoking hot, there's a term for it called Neville Longbottom.
Okay.
That's a fandom thing.
I actually laughed at that. That was funny. But let me see if I can find that video.
Okay.
It's
Why
incredible.
you do that? Let me get this out of my brain. Let me get this straight. We can get another Harry Potter movie after the books and the movies have been done long before we needed them to be, but I cannot get Maximum Ride movie 1.
No.
No, you can't.
I can't get an anime. I got a manga, so I didn't get that.
No.
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 Why can't I have?
Because your needs don't matter.
No one cares. No one loves you. You're abandoned in this world.
You know what? No tacos for you.
No!
Here we are back again.
Die. All I want is a Maximum Ride movie. When they announced it, I did a happy jig on the inside. I was like, holy crap.
Oh, complete side note. Things that are being announced. I saw something on Facebook yesterday about a Death Note movie being made by Hollywood. I wasn't sure if that's actually real.
They said Miley Cyrus was going to be in it, and I ignored it immediately.
Wait, Miley Cyrus?
They announced
not
Miley
real.
Cyrus was.
There's no way this can happen. This is
I'm checking IMDb right now. Oh shit! It's
No.
actually a thing.
No, it's not. No.
Here you go. Take this.
I
link.
refuse.
I'm ruining your life right now.
Oh god, she's gonna be me. She's gonna be
That's the only role she could be.
Wait, no. Miley Cyrus hasn't been posted as a person, officially on IMDb at least.
Okay, she hasn't been officially as a person, but when they Facebook, they flat out said in the list of people, Miley Cyrus was free.
I don't have anything against Miley Cyrus, but I really can't see her in the future.
As long as there's no twerking from Miley Cyrus in Death Note, I might be okay with it.
No, she's Misa. If she's Misa, it's gonna happen.
Oh my dear.
There's no other character she could be. There's no one. There's one female police officer, the brother or the sister of one of the police officers that died, but otherwise, it's Misa. That's it.
If she plays Misa, I think I would cry bloody tears.
Well, if you're paying Miley Cyrus money, which I'm pretty sure is millions of dollars for her, I don't know why, but millions of dollars for her, you're gonna want her in some sort of a lead role. If you're sinking that kind of money in there, you know.
Do you want to see Miley Cyrus cosplaying as Misa twerking on Light? I don't think so.
Look.
I think that's called grinding at that point.
I don't know what the world's come to anymore.
In a very dark way, I can see her at least.
Thanks to Tumblr, I have some weird videos in my
Alright.
history. I'm looking through my history because I know it's in here.
But yeah, I can see it, but I don't want to fathom it. I don't want to give that thought a 10-second belief system.
I wonder if someone's already posted a picture of Miley Cyrus as Misa yet. I wonder.
If someone has, can we post that on YouTube and pray that we don't get shot?
No, not on my channel. That's for sure. I ain't happening.
I'll do it because my Tumblr has everything. I'm not gonna be happy about it.
Oh my god.
One follow second.
That amongst other things, but
Anyway, we've ragged on her enough. Seneca, you got a throwback for us?
I sent you a link. Look at the link first.
We're afraid.
We're all afraid.
I'll
You
look.
link bad things.
I am brave. I'll look. Photo bucket.
Oh, well, that's her very young, much younger.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was her Hannah Montana days. Okay. I can see it now.
See?
she's not gonna want to do it, even with the gothic Lolita punk.
The money.
I mean,
Misa
Misa does like this Loli-ish punk goth.
But she's Misha's like half retarded. I don't know.
No, she's actually a pretty smart character.
Misa was not. She was what fucked Light up the whole time.
She is in the stuff that she did to get close to Light.
No. Light had to go after her because she was retarded. She's like,
you gotta have the brain to effectively stop. The next is like
she didn't stalk him. She was swinging so badly at what she was trying to do that Light was like, okay, I gotta stop this girl. Like.
Saying
oh yeah, Light
Amy
got
Rose.
close to her because he wanted her book, right?
No, he wanted her to stop doing what she was doing.
He wanted to use her demonize because she had the demonize.
He didn't know about that until after that.
No, he knew.
Oh, he did. He figured it out. Oh yeah,
Like,
he did.
He met her.
Oh, you're right. He did figure it out. Yeah.
Figured out myself. She told him.
Yeah, because they were using each other basically.
Oh my god. Anyway, right. Seneca, you got some
Anyway, back to
throwbacks?
Seneca's throwback.
Yeah.
Let's throwback. Seneca's throwback is oh god, what was I thinking about the other day?
Rock?
You can fall back on the emergency one. The costume that we're both doing.
Oh, we already talked about Gunsmith Cat last video. I mean, last
Really?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
I was drinking. I don't remember things.
Well,
Because you do a lot of old cosplays, like you.
a lot of old cosplays. Well, no, I'm actually starting to bring back a lot of old cosplays.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh well, she's not thinking anything. Whatever.
right now because I'm still looking for this Harry Potter thing.
Oh well. So,
I'm gonna find it.
all right. I think since we actually did kind of like skip through quite a bit of the Q&A towards the end just to get timing. You want to add like 2 more questions, I guess, that we had?
Give me 2 seconds.
Because we have to pull up the file.
Yeah. There we go.
All right, Jax, you want to read?
Yeah. I am going to read.
No, who likes reading? Gross.
I don't like reading.
Alright.
I,
So, let's see. This one's going to be a long one.
okay.
How long have you been cosplaying? And we did the how do you choose the character on that.
That'd be separate, I guess. We'll talk about our first cosplay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the question? I heard half of that.
Oh.
How long have you been cosplaying?
What was your
Okay.
first cosplay? We'll go with that. Yeah, because
Yeah.
everyone asks that. It's pretty common.
Yeah.
So you guys get to know a little bit about us. Yeah.
Or actually, you know,
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first because my name is Become Knives. That was my first cosplay. The reason why it kept going with that was because after that I started making things that I couldn't wear around the convention, so I was more or less stuck with the Knives costume for about 2 years, wherein I couldn't, like, in the convention scene I could only wear my Knives costume, but otherwise in the masquerades and outside I could wear my bigger stuff. But that's how I got my nickname. And my first Knives, because I made several of them actually, was in 2006 ASIN. Yes. And I thought it was tough stuff. Or no, I went there, I thought I was going to go crazy and do an awesome cosplay, but really ended up being about average of the people there.
Wait, that was your first ASIN? That was my first ASIN. Woo-hoo! ASIN 2006, baby. The only ASIN I've never had to wait in line.
Really?
Well, it's also the only ASIN that I think I've never been, like, either pre-registered for or had, like, a press or vendor badge or something like that.
Ah.
eh,
Or volunteer, whatever. But yeah. Anyway.
yours.
My very first.
No, not that one because she was like excited for it.
Oh.
You got yours next. I'm giving you time to search.
What? No, I already.
How do you not know your first cosplay?
I was about to say.
Oh, well, shoot, Seneca, go.
Okay, my very first costume was Hakubi Washu, and I linked you to it. So, Hakubi Washu from Tenchi Muyo. And that was the one I literally made in 2 weeks when I first heard about Ace in 2001. I didn't know anything about wigs. Like, I knew so much about sewing. So all my shoes and everything was cute and bright and very nicely done for something that complex to be done, with 2 weeks of sewing. But the wig was dog crap. It was it was hot pink Halloween wig. It was the only place I knew where to buy wigs was um it was JoJo Kane, and they didn't have the color that I wanted. And then there was this other one in Bolingbrook that was like this little crappy Halloween costume type of store. And I went in there and told her what I was looking for, and she was like, "Well, I have this," and I'm all super excited about it. It's perfect. It was not.
Hindsight is.
Yeah, but at least I tried. Like I found out I was on the right track. It's just I didn't know what I was doing. I was trying to put like tons of volume in a costume wig, and I used the strongest hairspray I could come up with. That glued was not a thing back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It was like the bottom shelf number 5 old hairspray. And I used about half
Wait,
a
was that the
can
blue
of
bottle?
it. It was either Aquanet or like Rave or something like that. It was one of those.
It was Aquanet.
Is what they call in the beauty supply store white people brand.
Oh, yeah.
No, black women don't use hairspray.
It's like holy water.
Yeah, no, seriously. It was like pure alcohol and whole.
Ooh.
The kind you get high because it don't do nothing but put your hair in place.
Oh my god.
It was a step down from Got to Be Glued. Got to Be Glued is like a godsend.
Got to Be Glued is pretty much hair god for any cosplayer.
Yeah, but I used about half a can of that before I realized it is not going up any higher. It was just like matting into this horrible thing. So I washed it out and I was like, I'm just gonna have to wear it like this. People will guess who I am. And actually they did. I was pretty proud of that because I was like, you know.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright. So I've been cosplaying for a while. The first costume that I can remember that I willingly did.
Willingly.
Yeah, when I was 9, my dad made me dress up like a BS stormtrooper and a cornbread boxer. But that was my first con, actually, when I was a kid. My first Jason, I guess I can go with
Well, no,
that.
any con, Mike. Yeah, like, I guess.
Oh.
Whatever your first cosplay. Just...
My first costume, like I said, was a box stormtrooper.
Okay.
But quite frankly, to me, it was really well done because it was kind of like a father-son building experience. And all we've been doing for about 4 days was trying to figure out how to do everything. And he made me watch all of the Star Wars movies to the point where I hated them for about and I'm talking with commentary on. So while I cursed George Lucas' name to the fiery pits of hell. But we tried to use older methods like the original Heinz ketchup bottle trick that they used for the blaster. Which a lot of people did not know about for the longest time. But it came out horrifically bad. It's probably something that I was proud for, but it got me into it, and it was quite frankly one of the weirdest experiences I had, because it was a Star Trek freaking convention, and I've never gone back to one ever since that moment, but when we were there, I had a guy that was actually in really, really good, I'm talking hard, plastic,
505?
Yeah, 505 style. And one thing is like, that's a really cool costume. I'm like, this guy has no idea.
Like, I ain't buying that.
So, there's a picture that's flowing around, so I actually want to, like...
The one where there's the two women? Yeah.
Yeah, so that one actually drives home to me because that happened to me. And it was like, I love when I get to see that nowadays as well. And I try and compliment smaller kids on it as well because that's how they stick. That's how it sticks with people.
Yeah, make
Indoctrinate them into
their entire year for their hard work to be acknowledged and appreciated.
Right. So actually, an older person complimenting the exact same character, complimenting them on their character, even though that older person may be like, "That is
they're literally looking at you like, "Oh my god, I'll never be that good." And you walk up to them and it's like, "Oh, you're cosplaying blah 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 too. You're doing great too, dude. It looks really cute." And that.
It's important.
The warm and fuzzies.
Point out things that you
Yeah, and you give them tips, and then they go back couple of years later, that person's doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, they might even be better than you because they actually nurture their talent.
Exactly, and that's why
crazy people with their Well, no, what I mean is like they go nuts because they get really into it.
Yeah. Hey, it's fun.
But yeah, so it's one of those things that it's like
It touched you in your little Jaxie heart.
it was there. Keep it in a thread jar. That way it stays safe. But yeah, it makes me happy. Then years later, this jerk comes out of nowhere and it had to well happen.
But I didn't do anything. What are you talking about? No.
You did
I don't-
everything.
You know my memory is totally
Okay.
crap.
The way we met was actually through my niece.
Oh yeah, right.
I had to pick her up from school, and that Halloween, she runs out to me in terror, saying, "Teacher came into class dressed as a bug man," and I was like, "What the heck are you talking about? Go in there. Here's guys dressed up as guys. Here's me dressed up as Kisame," and I'm like,
Hey, what's up? That was a bugger, man.
She was more scared of him as a quote-unquote bug man, and all blue.
Wait, was it my knives costume? The blue one or the red one? Oh, okay. Bug. She took away Bug. Ah, okay. Oh, I guess they could be legs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now that I
that kinda
think about it, the first time I think I ever met Chris was at Reactor, 2007.
Don't talk about that in prison. Oh god, yeah, you guys. I think I talked about that costume, but
You're not gonna live that down ever. That's the funniest thing, especially the person. I don't know if you guys remember Rugrats, but the person who said it literally sounded like Lil from Rugrats.
you were there. Wait, you were there for Lizardman, or were you there for Anarchy, or which one was it? Wait.
Which one?
Oh no, 2007 was Lizardman. Yeah, it was.
No, I remember seeing I think it was your angel arm.
Oh, that's 2006. Yeah, that was Angel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was 2006. Yeah, because I remember seeing angel arm and I was like, holy fucking Jesus, how did he do that and how can I start doing that? And then I never got into prop work ever.
I cried over those, man, because I was hoping for teamwork on that, but I ended up like that. Like, there's a lot of times I get burned on group cosplays because I do all the work.
Right.
And yeah, I don't know. I'm just now getting into group cosplays again because of the angel arm was really rough.
Yeah.
I had to do that like both of them, both mine and my friends, pretty much were done by me.
Okay.
Largely, I should say. He did help, but oh well. So
Anyway.
yes, Casey. Now we got all these rants about stuff.
That's
Yeah,
how we roll.
I'm a really poor memory, guys. In case you guys don't know, I'm dyslexic and I have a really poor short-term memory as far as stuff. So, I have been reintroduced to these people on many occasions, including my wife.
Who are you?
Huh?
I'm your wife, you dumbass!
Well, by that time, I
I would hope.
yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Hopefully by the time I would have gotten a good, clear understanding who she is.
At this point, if you don't, I'm slightly concerned for your life. Okay.
All right.
Anyway.
Oh, wait. We'll do Casey. Casey's not answers. You skip over Casey.
To do.
Yeah. You forget Casey's poor little Casey's over here with her poor dog, and everyone's ignoring her, and everyone's being mean.
God, fine. Just I see how it is.
Casey. Sure.
Jack just hates me.
You go in order. You take the cone of shame with you.
I don't want the cone of shame.
Well, too bad.
Well, shoot. Anyway.
Alright, let's see. Let's hear what we got.
Okay, so my first time cosplaying was in October of 2005. It was my first con ever. I'd found out about conventions in New Type magazine of all places.
Wow.
Yeah, it was New Type magazine, and all of a sudden they had a convention list, and I saw YobaCon 2005 in Detroit. I'm like, Dad! And ordered my first cosplay off of eBay, which was actually made out of broadcloth. Ha!
Ah! You're ahead of the game.
Right. But yeah, it was from some seller. And when it came in, I realized it was broadcloth. Like a couple years later. But it was Riku Harada from D and Angel, and I didn't know anything about wigs, and I didn't even know the fact that like conventions existed. It was my first con ever. I got Halloween spray paint at Kmart for my for my hair, which consequently dyed my costume red on the white parts, which that wasn't so cute. But I was astounded. I was sitting there like, holy shoot, this is absolutely amazing. And I was so excited because I actually found people that were cosplaying from D and Angel, and it was the coolest thing ever. And I about like died. I had like a heart attack because it was awesome, and I've been cosplaying ever since.
Well, I mean, that's not a small. I guess I'm glad you bought it because that would have taken forever.
Oh god.
Oh my. All right, Jax. What's with our last question?
Alright. This one was recently submitted, and I have to have a little giggle about this one. What has been the most challenging costume or commission you have done thus far? And what has been the most fun for you of either one?
All right, so someone else go first. Also, if you have questions, turn them into Jax on the Facebook or enter them into the comments, assuming you're listening. Yeah, put the questions in the comments. We'll answer them.
Yeah.
All answers.
You want to go first, Casey, or me?
Why don't you go first? I'm looking through my commissions album trying to figure out which one was first.
Okay, let's see. Most challenging costume I've ever done for myself was definitely a Dramalette.
Oh yeah, that was
Final Fantasy 13?
12. 12. Final Fantasy 12.
Yeah, the one with Taj in it. That thing.
No. Saj is not in 12.
Huh?
Saj is not in 12.
I think everyone has Taj in it.
Doesn't have Saj. 12 doesn't have Saj.
Oh, no. That was the one with,
That's like
Yeah, that's lightning.
no, sorry. Okay.
Anyway, it's 12. Trust us, 12.
Yeah. This one with the bunny girl in it. With the yeah, sorry, I got that way wrong.
Fran.
Yes. But not only was the thing like a challenge to wear because it was basically like a carapace suit.
Oh yeah, of pleather.
My body just don't go that way. I found out.
Seneca produces heat. Lots of it heat.
It's
Yeah.
just because she's such a hottie.
Literal.
Girl!
Man, no, my core body temperature went up like 4 degrees and stayed in the suit. It was made out of upholstery vinyl, so yeah. Even though it was carapace, it only had like 3 breathing points, and then the wings were braced well, but if you didn't put the suit on in the exact right order, I found out the hard way. It hurts you.
Yeah, imagine that. Those big old wings. I want to mention that it was over how many hundred?
The wings themselves were like 700 pieces.
In the 7 a ton of French curves and highly detailed pieces of Wonderflex.
I'll link a picture to it because I have some on my cosplay.com. That was the costume that got stolen.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, well,
No, I mean, it's been a while. I'm kind of over it, even though, like, I probably wouldn't wear that again, but it would have been nice to be able to keep the wings.
yeah.
But
But I think
also out of a sheet and a half of Wonderflex.
I think there was a total of like over 1,500 pieces overall. The entire.
Yeah, the entire costume was like 1,500 pieces. The horns are like 2. They were wire cord, and then they were coated in Wonderflex. And then I went to oh yeah, here's a pro tip, guys. If you want like a small amount of a very specific color made, go get a sample jar, like a 2-ounce sample jar made at
Home improvement store. Yeah.
because it literally will cost like $1.80, which is, and you can get the exact color mix that you want, and it costs sometimes less because I think Delta costs like $2 a bottle.
Yeah.
It costs less than
A regular acrylic paint scratch.
Yeah. You can get the exact color you want, so you don't have to worry about like going to different stores and buying rings. You know what color you're getting.
What is it? Okay, who's next? Or that one was really nice.
Yeah, I guess I can go. I haven't done things like as elaborate as you guys because I don't do prop work. I'm usually a fabric girl. I mean, I had 2 commissions that I did. I decided to like YOLO strat and do like 5 commissions for ASAN like 2 years ago or so. And well, it was like my first time actually doing commissions for other people, so that was fun too. And most of them came out pretty good. The Doctor Who one was the worst one, and I'm not even. Oh my god, I'm embarrassed to say I actually made that because it was green stretch velvet, and it was my first time using any kind of velvet. Oh my god, no. Luckily, a friend of mine was able to fix what I did, but it was awful. But besides that atrocity, I guess it was this. It was a Lyrica Prism River cosplay that I made for a friend of mine, which is from Toho. Shout outs to the Tohos, Chris. Shout outs to the Tohos. But it was my first time ever making a hat. It was my first time doing hand embroidery on a cosplay. I had done hand embroidery before, but it was my first time doing hand embroidery on a cosplay. And it was hand beading, and there was ruffles everywhere.
Ruffles are fun. Yeah, they're great to sew. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love ruffles. Love them. God, they're so much. Fuck no. But yeah, so that was. I mean, like there were ruffles on the hat, there were ruffles on the arms, there were ruffles on the skirt, and so like that was probably one of my more ambitious commissions. And then another one was like I made leg warmers and this really really tight top thing for Makoto from Blaze Blue. For a friend of mine as well. And so those were probably my 2 hardest so far, because that one involved a lot of bias tape and all that fun jazz.
Okay, I guess, I mean, I do a lot of challenging stuff, and I've done some really great things. Would you say it's most difficult or most challenging?
Difficult, challenging, or fun?
Or fun. Fun. Okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna go with fun on this one because difficult and challenging can mean a lot of things, and I like to be challenged. It's not like when I'm challenged, I'm actually having fun. So I'm gonna go with Arades. That's Escaflowne's yeah, the red one. That was my most fun to be actually in. I've made a lot of mechs, and I made Escaflowne, so I want to do Arades too, because I like the series. And I just like the mech design, actually. I think I've said this before, but I like it way more than like a Gundam design, personally. But it was my normal 10-foot tall or 9.8 whatever tall robot, which it typically is extremely heavy, even if you're doing light fiberglassing. But I did it in almost entirely in insulation foam, so the whole costume of it overall was 75 pounds. Now, it's a big costume. That's really good. That's really, really good, and that includes the feet. So I really probably only had about 40 pounds on my lower back, and when
oh my.
No, 40 pounds on the lower back is amazing. That's really good. Escaflowne was like 200 something on my lower back.
Oh my god, I would die.
Yeah, that was very painful. I probably still messed up my back from that one. But Arades was great because I can walk around anywhere I wanted. I had mastered the articulated ankle technique so I could walk around upstairs, around slopes and things like that. The weight was so light when you take a step, you don't think about the weight shifting, like. Boom, a whole cape moving forward can like knock you over in a big gigantic robot, So that was great. I could go wherever I wanted in that thing. So I had the most fun in that out of any mech I've made. It did required, I guess, a little bit of help from my wife. Thank you, waifu. But otherwise, it was really easy. It was a lot of fun to be in. Yeah. But there's a lot of issues you have to work out when you start doing mech work, as far as when you're on lifts and you're much bigger than the average cosplayer. But that one was the most fun, I think, to be in.
Jax's turn.
Yeah, Jax's turn. I'm like, it's Jax's turn, right?
Okay. The most complex I can honestly say I've been is just disconnectable stuff, but the most fun I've had was doing Mako Sai from Soul Eater.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was completely wood, and I tried to find a way to make it detachable from the head and still be structurally sound.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I wish I had completed pictures of that thing because that was one of my personal favorite props to ever build. But alas, anyway, that's something that you guys need to learn now. Lesson 1 of everything. If you can get away with it, take as many pictures of your props as possible. That'll save your life. But I liked it because that was the first time I got to use an airbrush gun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I actually went to one of my friends. It was a friend of a friend that was his cousin, and he had a automotive air gun or airbrush gun.
I could get a really nice clean coat. Yeah.
Oh, it was beautiful. And I mean, he even helped me make it so that on one side it had like a basic eye,
Mm-hmm.
but on the other side it was cowling.
Ah.
So it was structurally sound. It was beautiful. It never came apart.
Unless you wanted it to, right?
That's how
Ah.
it happened inside. That was one of my personal favorites. The hardest, I guess, was Samehada. Not because of what it was, but because of how much time it took. And I tried to make it more complex than it should have been.
Mm-hmm.
For anybody that doesn't know, Samehada is Kisame's sword. I keep falling back on this because someone had to remind me of Naruto. But I spent maybe a month building it. It was, how should I put this? Annoying to build. There were exactly 700 scales on that thing.
Oh, yeah, all that layering.
You know it was a pain in the butt when you know exactly how many.
Yeah. I counted how many I had to cut out, I counted how many I had to sit back and use, and it was just a nightmare. It was such a worthwhile nightmare, though, because by the time I was done, went back to the same guy, got it painted again.
Mm-hmm.
It made me happy. I just hated its guts after a while.
So yeah, while you're making it, but then when you look at it, people are like seeing over how awesome it is, and you're like, man, all that hard.
Yeah, it's worth it. In the end, if a prop takes you forever, you hate its guts, you're crying and all of it. It's usually the best thing that's ever been done with it.
If you don't, then you usually feel like you've wasted your time and you never wanted to do the thing.
Exactly.
But,
Yeah.
like if you start hating it, make it worth the hate.
Yeah, but I made that thing way too complex to the point where those scales, even after it got destroyed recently, and that, how many years ago was that I built that thing? But many years ago that I built that accursed thing. It survived maybe 5 years after I finished it. And the only thing that took it down was a small infestation.
Infestation of what?
An eternity for a cosplay.
Yeah,
You
really.
don't know what type of infestation.
Like, realistically, prop is only going to get maybe 2 years of actual use before fandom dies out, or they'll just get tired of whatever they're doing with it. Like that's two.
That's a lot of
Yeah,
time.
5 years is impressive. Holy hell.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of argument for how you make something to a certain degree, a certain standard of durability, and whatever. Rah 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 rah.
Sure.
Rah, rah, rah. Okay, so those were our last questions. If you have more questions, send them into the comments.
Send them into the depths of hell.
Not there. They won't get answered there.
The circular file.
Send them to the dome drone.
Oh man. Well, did you enjoy yourself, Casey?
Yes, it was much fun. Well, I definitely am glad that you guys had me.
Yes.
You're welcome to come again.
It's
Oh, well, thank you.
yay.
We will have to do a wig off.
Oh, you know that's gonna happen.
Girl.
Not go on about wigs.
Oh my god, you and me both.
Just have me and Jax just stand out of the circle while you guys go wigs.
Yeah, you guys could just sit there like la 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 la, twiddle your thumbs. Now for this commercial, get these girls off the damn thing.
The thing to do in that case is just sit back and learn.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know a decent amount, like more than probably. I know some things about wigs. I even know I hate them. I don't deal with them well in my head. They drive me nuts. Oh well.
That's because you're just a bad person.
True. It really is true.
Okay, unless anyone wants to add something, this is going to be it. Thanks for watching, I guess.
Yeah.
Fun.
She said.
I think every week we're just gonna say use coupons.
That should be the catchphrase of the podcast. And don't forget to use coupons. Goodbye, everybody.
Don't forget. I'll be mad at you.
Okay. See you next week. We're probably gonna do these every Wednesday. Is a good day to put these up, right? I think. And thanks for listening, guys.
Always.
Keep on crafting.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's a good catchphrase too. That might
Yeah.
be better than keep on using coupons.
All right.
I might keep one.
Oh. All right. You want to do it on 3 then? 3. Keep on crafting.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Keep on crafting. Oh, that was good, I guess.
That was cute.
Yeah. We're getting there.
Hey, Casper, before I finish up this video, I want to say thanks for everyone who likes and subscribes. But the people who comment, you guys have a special place in my heart. It really does keep me motivated. I don't know, I do try to talk to you a one-on-one, but maybe someday I'll have enough questions and so on to do like a regular Monday Q&A session like I used to. But for now, I just try and spread the information and love I have for all you cosplayers out there. I don't know if you know someone who needs help, if you see someone who could use a heads up and maybe is new to the cosplay community, maybe hasn't seen some of these kind of informational videos, let them know. It really helps me out. I'm gonna go make more vids, have some fun, make some stuff, do cosplay things. Thanks for watching, guys. Good times to all.